With Phil stumbling drunkenly out of his bed, appearing in his head all the things he's wanting to be said. 90 minutes of Phil to Phil, with so much time to kill. He promised chill, but all he does instead is beg and show. The stream's online and straight away begins to whine, but all is fine as long as Shaz's benign and doesn't step out of line. His content's immature for all to endure like fresh manure, but I feel sure he ran straight to feeling so insecure. The money he earned on yesterday was withdrawn and long gone, as Phil's spending impulse is always set to stay on. If supports are also slow and stays so low and fails to grow, you never know, this surely turned into an easy bingo. Once ticked off across the board with charge to what because his squad can't be ignored. Just how much DSP makes us feel so bored to help us fight or sleep and try to keep alert to watch a creep who play bingo, but Phil will bitch on why his sheep are also cheap. While DSP is chasing green, we're seeing green across the screen as Phil's routine predictability rivals are so machine. Snorting, burping, leaning, ban. It matters not if battery fun is child can't see it powers make him feel less of a man. Takes a drink and starts his like before lunching into a bike pretending they're from bills when truth is there to buy a wrestling JPEG. Talks about his shitty life of college cat and fatty wife and all his strife of forgetting that it's done well and they were rife. With drama he will react but isn't act, that is a fact as he rehearsed to be exact in how he felt he was attacked. Teaches nearly over and awareness in sight with what to white despite Phil to light that tips were not light. We'll say alright it is okay and now it's time for Phil to play, but first he'll say that tips will help from being off the other day. And with those words we win again, it's never if but always when the game is won. Thanks to that we made it to the very end. Hi guys, King Jad here, and welcome to DSP Bingo for what is today, Wednesday the 12th of July 2023. I do hope you're all doing very well indeed, and you're enjoying your day and week so far. This is of course Phil's final stream before his much precious day off, and I have a small little feeling that today is going to take priority for him to actually fucking ask for tips for a change. The last couple of days for DSP has not been very fucking profitable. I know Street Fighter 6 has not been recorded yet, but I didn't get a great amount of support either. I got like 50 odd dollars for the Street Fighter night stream for him playing World Tour mode. It was not a very good night for him at all, so really, he's not had a huge amount of income for the last few days compared to fucking what he's used to expecting and receiving. So I'm just saying I think he's going to fucking push for tips more than anything else, in particular just for today, so he has enough in, in the bank for his precious day off shenanigans. Yeah, tomorrow. Let's have to wait and see what Phil is going to do. Phil was running late today. Phil was actually kind of late to stream. His stream was quite late to start. I can relate to that because I was also kind of late, but I go by Phil. Like, I usually wait for Phil to start and then I can start myself essentially because I don't want you guys to have to hear any of his crappy fucking music. Like this. Exactly. Fuck that shit, so there you go. But yeah, Phil's going to start very soon apparently. He's going to use the restroom and then begin the show, apparently. So while Phil's doing all that crap, let's spin the wheel and determine today's bingo card criteria. Please land on something good. Come on, please land on something good. Phil to flail his arms, very good indeed. Catholic guaranteed. So we have arm flail. And we need a number between 1 and 204. The very first number in chat I see between 1 and 204 where I use with today's bingo antics. Brian A is first with 21. The 21st bingo card is what we'll be using for today's bingo because Brian A suggested 21. There we fucking go. So the card on the left hand side is the one we have for today's bingo antics. We've got Phil to say idiot, wrong, shocked, him touching his ear, and him saying voted. We got him saying addition, him flailing his arms, him saying support, him doing siege mode. What is siege mode? It's when he crosses and folds his arms and he talks to the audience. And Phil making that annoying T sound. For example, when it says excited or whatever, you know what I mean? So that, yeah, you get what I mean. The third row is Phil pointing at the camera, him saying example, him snorting, him saying that being said, shout out to that being said, and him scratching the stash. The fourth row is Phil doing a Y or a T pose, him saying variety, him saying business, him giving a lean and ban somebody, and him saying okay. And the fifth and final row is Phil having some dead air, his voice cracking, his lips smacking, him saying react, and finally him being all defense mode where he tried to fucking justify something, I had to do this because of that, or whatever, Phil's always in defense mode, he's in eternal victim mode, So it's like, I done this for X reason, just fucking justifying this piece of shit behaviour. So there you go. I think it's an incredibly strong card today. I always think it's a good card, but today, more than usual, I think this is one of the most robust cards we've ever had, and I think this might be a slam dunk of a bingo. It's hard to see this card failing. I cannot see any potential weaknesses in this bingo card whatsoever. If anything could possibly fail for us during this bingo card, what could it be? Business? Sometimes Phil does not say business every single time, but he says it quite a lot. I don't know. Maybe he won't point to the camera for a fucking change. Who knows? But I think it's a very strong card, and I think we have a very good chance indeed. So, the card's been picked, the card's been said, and hooray for all that shit. And, okay, and I'll quickly go through the variety of ways we can get free spaces for the bingo card that you're about to see on the screen before you. If Phil snorts 20 times, or burps 10 times, before he starts recording for gameplay for YouTube, that's a free space. If Phil gets 100 likes on his stream and blows bubbles for his audience before recording for gameplay for YouTube, that too will be a free space. If we get 100 likes before we finish playing bingo, not only is that a free space too, but you guys get to also enjoy the bubbles animation very kindly made for us by Pixar Animations. And also at a time that'll perfectly because Phil's about to begin his podcast right fucking now. If you get 25 out of 25, one of you guys can potentially win $25, but only if your name if you've left a comment on a community post which is linked in the description of his live stream. Okay? 25 out of 25 is the aim here. Fingers crossed we can get it. Please tag me in chat because I missed anything in the card, okay? With all that being said, here we go. Well, actually, I'm fucking start. Well, sometimes still because Phil's doing his fucking long intro. But yeah, tag me in the chat in case I miss anything in the card. I don't try and miss things in the card. I just do sometimes because I'm a dumb bastard. Nothing I can do, dude. And bug bingo mechanics and all that crap. So very briefest of it feels very rushed today. You know what I mean? But Phil started very late and all of a sudden just fucking rushed his way to fucking begin the show. So. Apparently Phil's a very busy boy this morning with a lot of things happening at once. Maybe he'll elaborate on the show as to why that was. Who knows? This intro's so fucking dumb. It is so dumb. I don't know why he fucking had to include this fucking little Nazi salute in the fucking intro from green screen, but whatever. It is what it is. There you go. But yeah, fingers crossed we can fucking get the victory today. It'd be great to fucking end Phil's working week with a full house bingo, so fingers crossed we can get a full 25 out of 25, as I said, I'm very confident. So, maybe if I can go. Good luck everyone, and don't forget, more than anything else, DSP's a bitch.
Good morning everyone and welcome to the show. How is everyone this Wednesday, July 12th, 2023? Yes, it indeed is Wednesday. It is my 6th and final consecutive streaming day for the week, excuse me. I hope you're all doing well and I hope you're ready for some Street Fighter fun to end the week here. Yesterday we had a good variety of stuff. Yesterday we had Final Fantasy 16 continuing, and then we actually had the continuation of World Tour Mode in Street Fighter 6, which I have not done in a freaking month. The feedback was pretty positive. Now that we've played the competitive gaming of Street Fighter 6 online gameplay constantly for a month, I think people are looking for variety, and the World Tour was actually pretty good last night, where we ran into 3 different trainers and the like. All kinds of interesting plot lines, leveled up my avatar. It went really well. But today we're going to kind of swing back to the competitive nature of the game all day long with ranked multiplayer on the first stream. And then our first ever viewer lobby on the late shift, which is going to be exciting. You guys voted for it. You said this is what you wanted before we did anything else. And I said, all right, I will give you what you want. So we're going to see how that goes tonight, okay? Anyway, welcome to the Level 1 Podcast. This is my final consecutive streaming day of the week. 6 straight days of streaming this week, all week long. And I hope you had a good time with me this week with the ending of 2 different games, both Diablo 4 and Zelda Tears of the Kingdom concluding. That was great, because now it's going to give us opportunity next week to have variety on the late streams. And definitely, one of the things people want is new games. So, absolutely, next week we are starting with Amnesia the Bunker. I want to give it a shot. I want to see if it's good. Everyone reviewed it well and said it was quite a good game, but we didn't get a chance to check it out last month because we were too busy with the other releases. That is definitely coming this weekend. As for the rest of the late night streams, that's really up to you. We could try to do some special late night streams where I level up a character like Blanca further into the diamond ranks. We could do more World Tour Mode. We could do another viewer lobby if it goes well tonight. We could do whatever. So I'm definitely down for whatever you guys want. And thanks for your feedback. Thanks for chilling. And thanks for supporting everything that I'm doing here on this channel. Sorry, I got the stupid drip today. My allergies yet again. It is what it is. So, I don't have too much to talk about today. I think I have like one or two news stories to discuss. But what I just like to let you do is do like a big cumulative recap of what we've been doing this week so you can get caught up on my day off tomorrow, because tomorrow I will not be streaming. But I hope that you will check out all the content here on the channel and over on DSP Reacts if you have not had a chance. And you'll hopefully engage with the content by, liking the videos and leaving comments if you enjoy it, and go from there. So here's what I've been up to. All right, this week, first of all, I played with various characters in Street Fighter 6, but nobody knew. While the last several weeks, every week I've been trying out a new character, this week I laid back on that. And this week it was focusing on Blanca all day long on Friday and trying to advance him as far as I possibly could. And because of that kind of Blanca rush, we actually got him really far. We got my 1,000th win ever, which was amazing to hit. And then we pushed further 2 rankings into Diamond. We're now at Diamond 3-star, only 3 more rankings, 4-star, 5-star, and Master. And that's it. That's the highest ranking you can get in Street Fighter 6. So we are making great progress and great strides with Blanca overall. Outside of that, I did return to Marisa this past Monday. First time I had actually used Marisa in ranked play in weeks. And, that's kind of the situation I'm finding myself in at this point. And what I mean by that is, while most other people who have really invested time in Street Fighter 6 have only been playing Street Fighter 6, they're not juggling Street Fighter 6 with 2 to 3 other games. They're not juggling their time in Street Fighter 6 between multiple characters. They're really focusing in on 1 or 2 characters and trying to get better. I've been kind of completely different from everyone else, and I've been trying to cover it in a variety manner, meaning not only am I juggling Street Fighter 6 with multiple other playthroughs, but I'm playing a variety of characters, so that way people don't say, hey, he's just playing Blanca and it's getting boring. Instead, you see a little bit something different pretty much every time I play the game. And that works for the viewers, but it doesn't necessarily work from a competition perspective, if you know what I'm saying. So I'm curious, to see how moving forward I'll do in this game if I'm not just playing one character. But going back to Marisa on Monday was kind of a blessing and a curse at the same time, and here's what I mean. So I went back to Marisa and I did research on the character. I had watched some high-level videos and seen the top-ranked Marisa, as well as 1 or 2 other people play with her. And I found some interesting techniques and things. Like I found out her best drive rush opening. I found out, how to do these dash cancel combo that really pushes the enemy to the corner, and some mix-ups you can do in the corner once they're there to keep them trapped and or dominate. And I did employ that in my gameplay on Monday, which was great. At the same time, everyone has been playing this game nonstop, and now we're a month and a half pretty much into the game's life cycle. And pretty much everyone I encounter who's playing ranked is pretty much playing their main character, meaning this is the character that they've been playing like crazy with. They've mastered all the strategies. They know all.
How do you know this, Phil? Have you fucking checked every single fucking player you've played, their profile, and you've checked out every single fucking record of theirs? You done no fucking research into this whatsoever. You're just fucking assuming. You're jumping to conclusions based on no fucking merit whatsoever. You are assuming every single person you're coming across, that is their absolute fucking main, and that's why you got your fucking arse handed to you. But you don't even fucking look into the why. You're just assuming this because they wipe the goddamn floor with you. That is a very fucking egotistical stance to fucking taking this shit, Phil. They just make me fucking better at the game than you. That might just be a simple case of the matter. I'm sure some are using their fucking main characters. Of course there are fucking law of averages. But you're assuming every single person that wipes the goddamn floor with you must be fucking using their fundamental main character that they fucking took most priority and time in. No. Phil, that's a fucking, very, it's very egotistical to assume that they're using their fucking main character, so that's why they beat me, because I'm a variety style fucking Street Fighter content player. Phil, almost a third of your fucking ranked matches have been Blanca. I'm just saying. That doesn't sound like much variety to me. Yes, you've fucking gone through quite a few fucking fighters, but almost a third of your entire ranked matches are the one fucking fighter. So you're no fucking any different than everyone else, really. Because a lot of other fucking people, I've also fucking dabbled with other fucking characters, and I've got a variety of different fucking ranks with them. As the other day, we went and looked at Viking stats the other day. Viking managed to get fucking 3 fighters into fucking master level after fucking playing 2400 ranked matches. And there's a whole bunch of more in diamond level. So he's definitely fucking doing some variety of different fighters as well. And he's fucking really getting the most out of a lot of them. Rather than just 1 or 2 like Phil's trying to claim here.
all the mix-ups. They even know every matchup. So I'm finding it's becoming a hell of a lot harder to play with Marisa because people kind of know how to counter her. Like, they know her openings, they know her high priority normals, they know what they're looking for. And a lot of the things that were very effective early on, for example, her Gladius punch, which is quarter circle forward and punch. You can charge it, and it's like a super armor hit, and if it hits as a counter hit, it's like a double damage giant hit. Most people don't get hit by that anymore. You end up having to combo it because people have found ways around it and or to bait it, and then they punish it. So she's harder to use now. So it's kind of like, well, I didn't use her for weeks. I finally come back with new tech because now I'm parrying and I'm doing all these things that I wasn't doing back when I was using her, you know, middle of June. But everyone else has gotten so much better that it's actually quite hard to hang with her. And what ended up happening was I went pretty much almost even with her, but I have the stats now because I didn't have them for you yesterday. I have them today. It was probably my worst session with her, and it's weird because I'd always done really good with her. For example, 64% win rate, 55% win rate, 66% win rate. Then I went on a break from Marisa. I come back to her on Monday after 3 weeks, 49% win rate.
Less than half. Phil, you lost more than you won. Yes, it's just under 50%, just under 50-50 split, but Phil, you were doing worse than average.
44 wins, 46 losses.
The stats don't lie, you lost more than you won.
Yeah, and a lot of those losses I will attribute to myself. A lot of it is execution. There were games that I absolutely, positively had won, and I would drop my combo right in the middle. The move, I would swear I was doing it, and it didn't come out. I'm like, it's got to be my execution, I haven't been playing fighting games for so long. Now, I got into Street Fighter 6 for a month. I do have better execution. Take a look at me now versus back in early June, right? I'm utilizing all of the game mechanics. I'm doing more advanced combos, but at the same time, dude, it is still the most deflating thing for me in Street Fighter 6 right now is knowing you have a game won and you blow it by dropping that critical move or combo or what you need to win. Like, I know exactly...
Skill issue, Phil. That's a complete you issue. That's no one else's fucking fault. That is you being a fucking total scrub. I'm going 1.25 speed.
What to do to win right now. Oh, I didn't get it. And now you lose. It's like, oh my God. It's one thing if you're completely outplayed and you have no clue how to face a certain strategy someone's using against you and you get blown out. What are you going to do? Hopefully you'll finally find something that'll counter or whatever. But if you're being outplayed, you're being outplayed. There's a difference between that and you have the game won and you blow it with your execution. And I hate to say it, I would almost argue that a third of my losses on Monday were me. 100%. Wasn't being outplayed, wasn't being, overmatched by anyone. It was just me fucking up. And that's really, really frustrating. Someone like me especially, I don't want to be doing that. I want to.
He thinks he lost 46 times according to fucking in-game quicker stats on Monday with Manisa. So he thinks like 15 of those losses were just Phil fucking up himself, which means 30 of them were him getting outplayed. He said a third of my losses were just me. So 2/3 were you fucking getting destroyed by people that were better than you then. Is that what you're saying, Phil? Is that what I went to hear? That 2/3 of the fucking opponents that beat you were genuinely fucking deserving their fucking victory? Because we didn't really hear that kind of fucking, discussion from you when you were getting your arse handed to you. Every time you fucking lost, you blamed the game, you blamed the opponent for having fucking scrub tactics and all that shit. You blamed everyone else, other than yourself for the most part.
Have good execution so that at least when I'm playing, I can win for the matches that I'm expected or should be winning. Not, I'm playing a pattern Ken, and now is my opportunity to blow through that pattern with this interruption. Here's a giant punish combo. Oops, I got one hit, I fucked up. Now Ken keeps mashing his pattern and beats me. Like, oh my God, that's just, it's really deflating. So, Monday's stream with Marisa. Did I learn a lot? I actually did. I started learning some more about her matchups and things. Did I employ new tactics? Yes, I did. Did I use new combos you've never seen before? Yes, I did. Absolutely. So, it's actually the best gameplay I've even done with Marisa so far, but I lost more than I won. And that actually deflates me. It does. I want, at least if I'm going even, that's one thing. But man, to lose more than I won, and I was trying that.
Yeah, money, oh, money, yeah, money.
Thank you very much, Barbell, for super chat. It says, one of the worst things he said was that his opponent didn't deserve to own the game. Fucking hell, man, how toxic can you fucking be? Practically what fucking telling, it's like fucking some random noob in Call of Duty telling you to fucking uninstall. delete yourself from life at the same time. What the fuck, Phil? The opponent didn't deserve to own the game just because I had the fucking audacity to beat your ass like a fucking drum. They don't deserve to own the game. Fucking hell, Phil. Let people just enjoy the game for all it's fucking worth. Don't fucking this fucking bullshit narrative. Phil has a lot of fucking problems. Anytime someone tries to tell him how to play a fucking game, he gets on the fucking defensive, non-fucking stop. And he's like, I fucking want to enjoy the game my own fucking way. Don't be so elitist. Don't be such a fucking elitist kind of gamer that you're telling me how to fucking play the game. He'll spin those fucking lines anytime someone tries to tell him or claim he's fucking playing the game a wrong fucking way. But when it comes to fucking Street Fighter, oh, there's a certain way you're allowed to play. If you fucking play different kind of ways, oh, don't you fucking dare, that's not allowed. Phil won't allow it, she's gonna fucking and let his own entire audience know there's a very specific way you play Street Fighter 6, and if it's not Phil's way, where you're letting him fucking win and beat your ass, then that is the wrong way. It is such, I mean, he is such a fucking hypocrite when it comes to his fucking mentality, where he's like, that's not how you fucking meant to play. That win was not earned. They were terrible, they were fucking awful, but still, Phil, as bad as they were, you're fucking claiming these fucking guys are fucking bad at a game. They're still beating you. Sometimes fairly comfortably. So if they're bad at a game and I'm still beating you comfortably, what the fuck does that make you?
It does. I want, at least if I'm going even, that's one thing. But man, to lose more than I won, and I was trying that hard, makes me wonder. And you know, it's funny because someone in the chat just said, well, a few early tournaments were actually won by Marisa. And because of that, everyone kind of studied up on her tech. And now everyone kind of knows how to counter her because people saw her as a threat early on. And now she really isn't that much of a threat anymore. That is the kind of stuff that happens in competitive fighting games. You'll start off with something that's a perfectly viable strategy at first, and once everyone realizes how powerful of a strategy it is, everyone will find a workaround for it, and now it's just not viable anymore. And now you got to kind of either adjust your game or move on from trying to use that strategy. This has happened so many times over the years in competitive fighting games. So, for me, like, I like Marisa, but at the same time, I'm kind of scratching my head. Like, unless I'm going to invest a lot of time in that character in order to try to, I don't know, learn better execution or, you know, better matchup knowledge, I don't know how much better I could possibly do with her. Like I said, I was actually doing some pretty complex combos and strategies and things with her, and I was still losing. And like, well, I don't know what else I could do to improve unless, again, I invest a ton of time, which I'm not doing, as you know. I'm not investing a lot of time in any particular character in Street Fighter 6 right now. So anyway, very simply, you know, I'm glad that I played her on Monday, but at the same time, I don't know if I'm going to go back to her. Maybe I would. If I do, it'll maybe be in a more casual capacity, and we'll talk about that in a moment, because tonight we're doing a very casual play stream on a late stream against viewers, and I'll tell you how that's going to go down. So overall, how are we doing in Street Fighter 6? 1,106 total wins, 1106, 848 total losses.
No. Never mind these bullshit fucking stats because they're wrong. Oh, hold on. Let me get Profit's page open. Give me a second. Profit has the most up-to-date fucking stats when it comes to Phil's fighting game shenanigans. Give me a second here. Where are you, Profit? There you are. Give me a... Here we go, here we fucking go. So updating the stats before Marisa rank gameplay, you know, after recently, blah blah, is basically, Phil has fucking got 958 victories in ranked mode. He is still, including ranked mode, not at 1,000 yet. He might hit it today. If he, I mean, he's got a fear, he should hit it today. I imagine Phil Burnell will hit 1,000 ranked wins today, unless he has a really bad day getting his arse handed to him. But of the 1,759 battles he's had so far in ranked mode, 493 of those were with Blanca. So a quarter, you know, almost a quarter, or over a quarter even, of his ranked matches have been with Blanca. Zangief 261, Marisa 249. I don't think he's going back to Marisa anytime fucking soon. He's not happy with Marisa anymore. Even though he actually has a better win rate with Marisa than he does with Zangief. There's a close amount of fucking battles as well. But there you fucking go. What's Phil's win percentage? Phil's win percentage is 54.46%. This, you know, image right here, 54.46%. So this is all ranked. 958 wins from 1759 battles, 54.46% of a win ratio. And just for the sake of comparison, this is Vikant. Here's one of Phil's Street Fighter peers from back in the day as well. You know, so Phil knows him as well in real life. And Vikant isn't a prominent Street Fighter player anymore. He's not involved actually in the FGC as far as I'm aware. But he is an old school Street Fighter guy. who has, like, he's juggling all sorts of things these days. He's got his own family and all that shit, you know what I mean? But he still has time to enjoy Street Fighter. So there you go, and look at the success rate he is having with some of these fucking fighters. 2,407 battles, he's won 1,459 ranked matches. He's got a 60% win ratio. And look at the percentages of victories he has, and look at the number of battles with Guile. He's got 159 victories from 208 battles with Guile. 76% win ratio with them. That's fucking impressive. You check out some of the fucking other stats as well. And then you look here. He's master already with Blanca. He's master already with JP. He's master already with Honda. And he's fucking diamond level with Guile, Zangief, and Kami. So that's what I'm saying. Vikint, that's what I'm saying. Like he's not playing this game fucking. He's having quite a variety. Let's look at his variety. Not just variety, but also quality. Because he's got 3 master already and 3 diamond. It is quite impressive. And then you fucking look at someone like fucking Phil, who's fucking like rubbing his wee fucking dick because he fucking managed to fucking get 54 fucking %, and he's got 1 fighter ever to fucking diamond. Oh, that's a lie. Honda, he got Honda to diamond as well, although that was a fluke. By his own admission, he should never have been in diamond with Honda. That's where it positioned him after he fucking had his fucking ranked matches or something to get his placement sorted with Honda. And he said, what the fuck am I doing here? I'm going to get up my R speed. And he did. So the only diamond that Phil has earned was using a broken Blanca. So, and enough of this fucking... These false stats that Phil's reading out, there you go. That's a fucking real important stats right there.
1,106 total wins, 1,106. 848 total losses for a 57% win rate. I am still in the green. All right, that's good, right? And I want to keep it that way. Obviously, I want to stay with a positive win-loss record. It's getting tougher now. It is. Now that I'm playing other characters for the first time in weeks and going back to them, and the fact that these people have been playing nonstop with their mains, and I go to ranked, it's like, oh my god, like try hard city. So yeah, it's getting harder to maintain that kind of ratio, and I really hope that I can. But I don't know what's going to happen. We'll have to see moving forward, what happens. So, all right, so that's where I am in Street Fighter 6 right now. Today we're going to do Street Fighter 6 all day. We'll talk about that in a moment. Both Diablo and Zelda are complete. The playthroughs are live. You can watch them at your own leisure. I've talked about both games now that I've beaten them here on the podcast this week. So if you want my overall thoughts on those games, please go check those out. But I am done with those and, moving on to new content. Final Fantasy 16, we played as a major stream yesterday. And once again, I kind of have mixed feelings about the game. The plot moves forward and it's interesting when it gets to the major plot points. We did a major dungeon yesterday with a big boss fight at the end, and then we're actually in the midst of another major dungeon that we're kind of in the middle of now, but we ran out of time. We did some side content, and the side content was significant. In one mission, we got a schematic for apparently a really good belt that I'll be using later in the playthrough, and the other one gave us a permanent upgrade to our healing ability, so every time we use a potion or whatever now, it's more potent. And that was useful, so that was kind of a meaningful mission.
Was that potent a hard enough T sound made? Potent. He said potent, and I wasn't sure. Was that a strong emphasis on the T? Wasn't it one more time?
And we use a potion or whatever now, it's more potent. And that was useful.
Yeah, he's definitely fucking making sure that T stands out and pops. That's our first bingo of the game.
So that was kind of a meaningful mission. Combat. I would say at this point, I am now about 20 hours into Final Fantasy 16, and honestly, I do feel like the combat is becoming a shortcoming of the game. It's at this point, it's so many graphics and so many effects and things on the screen at once when you're doing the combat that the combat just becomes a bunch of simplistic mashing and alternation. The best way I can describe it is, did you ever play the Doom reboots? Have you played them yet? Doom 2016 or Doom Eternal? So the way those games work, they are completely different from the classic Doom games. You start off with a certain, loadout of weapons. As you start killing enemies with weapons, they'll start dropping armor. So then you get all the armor, but then they start dropping the rage. Then you use rage to do a rage combo, and as you build up the rage combo, they start dropping health. Then you use that to go back to your weapons, and you use that to start dropping armor again. So essentially the way you play Doom, the new Doom, it's kind of a rock, paper, scissors pattern. You do one thing, it builds up one thing. Then you do that next thing, it builds up the next thing. You do the next thing, it builds up the next thing, and you need to keep it flowing in that circle. And as long as you do, and you keep that momentum going, that's how you could continue to succeed and beat Doom, or the Doom reboots, okay? Some people like that, some people don't. Personally, I criticized it heavily, okay? But that's how they're played. That's almost pretty much how Final Fantasy 16 is played now. Now that we've got 3 different elements, wind, fire, and lightning, and all these different abilities, but also ultimate abilities, and then also I've got kind of my rage, which I don't even know what they call it in this one, but you basically you transform halfway into like this fire creature, and you fight with bigger combos and damage, okay? So basically the way you do it is, You start off with all your abilities charged. You dash in, you start fighting enemies with a combo. You activate one ability. Now it starts juggling the enemies, you activate the next ability. Just keep juggling the enemies. Do a combo, switch over to your other elemental type, do an ability. Do a combo, do an ability. Switch to your other one, do an ability. Oh, by the way, now you have your ultimates built up. So throw out your giant ultimate that's a giant tornado. You literally can't see anything on the screen anymore because the tornado is just a bunch of elements like wind and lightning and shit. You can't see shit. All you see is a bunch of things. So now you're like, well, all right, watch this. So you start mashing buttons. So you're doing your charge, you're doing your magic. Oh, I have the ultimate charge. Let's do that. You transform into a fire creature. Now you're beating everything up. And it's like, is anything hitting me? I don't know. I mean, my health sometimes goes down, but now I have two abilities that give me my health back in combat anyway. This is how you play the game. I wish I could say, oh, this is how you play it. Because once you do that, you dominate everything. You could dominate mobs of normal enemies. You could dominate bosses. You'll just beat the whole game like this. Now, admittedly, when you're fighting the bigger enemies and or you're fighting more bosses, you do have to dodge a bit. Okay, so there are instances where you can't just tank it out and just mash through these abilities and do rock, paper, scissors. There are times when you have to be more conscious of your surroundings and your enemies. If you just try to tank a boss, he's going to hit you a lot. And you could still probably tank it by healing, but you probably want to do some of your precision dodges and things like that. But what's funny about it is like the game has a parry system. It's called mashing. If you're mashing the button, you'll parry. Just by chance. You won't even try to do it. You'll do it and it just completely counterattacks whatever you're fighting, and now they get rocked.
It's almost as if they're fucking
yeah,
made
it's
of
just,
a foe.
honestly, it seemed, at first it seemed simplistic. Then it got more complex the more abilities you have. But now that you have all these abilities that are so overpowered, now it just seems like it's just child's play. Every fight, you dash in, go, ability, combo, ability, combo, ability, combo, ability. Oh, I can't see anything. Oh, well, who cares? Keep pressing. Oh, they're all dead. Okay, on to the next. And that's literally what my whole stream was yesterday. And I'm 20 hours in. This isn't like, oh, this is because it's early, the game's easy. I'm 20 hours into the game. People are like, yeah, you're almost about halfway into the game now. And it's like, that's the game. So it leaves a lot to be desired. Like, I would say any of the combat of the more recent Final Fantasies is better. I think the combat of Final Fantasy 15, the combat of Final Fantasy 13, hell, combat of Final Fantasy 7 Remake, hell, combat of Final Fantasy 5 Pixel Remaster, which we just played a month or two ago. I like all of that combat better. This combat at this point has just become so simplistic that I feel like it's an afterthought. I almost feel like you're just going through the motions to go from place to place in the game and see the story. And the combat was just put in to have gameplay in between, but it doesn't seem like it really matters.
Going through the motions to see the fucking story. Phil, if the gameplay is a fucking challenge for you, you fucking bitch and whine and moan about it being fucking too difficult for you to fucking get through the goddamn game. All you fucking care about is getting through the goddamn fucking story because you don't want to fucking take your time to fucking explore and check out the fucking side quests. You got a fucking goddamn nerve to fucking say, oh, so it seems to be a fucking bit of a fucking... That is a fucking hypocritical thing to say. It really is. Nothing is ever good enough for Phil Burnell. The game's too fucking simple for him. The person that fucking complains and whines and cries and bitches and fucking moans about all the fucking games being too fucking demanding and too grindy for him is now saying this particular fucking aspect of the game is too simplistic for him. There is no, where's that fucking fine middle ground for Phil? Apparently mashing two buttons is too simplistic. Maybe we should implement a third button for him to fucking mash and that'll just feel just right for precious little DSP.
So I am kind of scratching my head about this is what they went for with the combat of the game. But by the way, that's not me saying I don't like the game. Like, for example, the story, I think that the plot is getting more interesting as we get further in. You know, yesterday Jill had her own like kind of subplot, which was nice to have the other main character have her subplot. And now we're going further into the political kind of almost Game of Thrones-esque plotline of the game, but it's not bad. Like, I'm enjoying it. That part of the game is entertaining and satisfying. But I mean, the combat has always been a key part of Final Fantasy, and to see it be degraded in the way that it is in this game, because it's a degrading. You know, you had to think when you were playing previous Final Fantasy games and you were doing the combat, you had to think about what you were doing. You had to go into it with a strategy. Each character would use a particular strategy. In this game, you only control one character. You just do a mashing pattern in a circle, like rock, paper, scissors, Rochambeau, and you just dominate everything. It's like, so I could literally walk into combat and likely pay no attention to what I'm doing. I probably play with my eyes closed, and as long as I remember what I've mapped to each thing, and I just keep activating the abilities in a circle, I could probably beat everything in the game with my eyes closed. That's not good. That's bad. That's a huge step back, and I don't know if it's because they thought that the combat of the series wasn't good enough for modern audiences or whatever, and they want something more dumbed down. But I mean, there's dumbed down, and then there's like, wow, this is like ridiculous. I'm not even kidding you. It's one step away from Kingdom Hearts 3. It's not that bad. Kingdom Hearts 3, by far, the most piss-easy RPG I've ever played. I don't even know what they were thinking with that. It's like a play schooler's RPG, okay?
It's almost as if it was fucking made for kids. Oh, wait.
So it's not that bad, but now that I'm getting further into the game, I'm realizing how it's way too easy, and that just doesn't add to a good experience overall when it comes to half the game, which is the combat. You know what I'm saying? So I guess we'll see as I get further into the game if it gets any more complex. I don't know if there's any other abilities you unlock in the game. I don't know if anything else will become a challenge, but I guess we'll see. But for now, it's kind of like, the further in I get, the easier it gets. I don't think that's a good thing, right? But anyway, I made good progress in it, and yes, I decided we're going to continue with Final Fantasy 16. I'm not dropping the game. I'm going to continue on with this playthrough, especially because people are saying you're about halfway through now. So I'm like, all right, fair enough. I'm about halfway through. We'll keep going. If I'm 20 hours in, you know, I play it 2-3 sessions a week, 3 hours a session. We'll probably beat it by the end of the month or very early August, which is fine. That's on pace with what I would want. So, that's how we're doing there, all right? And it was a good week. Overall, I had a great week with all you guys. Thank you. And now what I'm happy for is that next week we're actually going to be doing some variety. Let's talk about that now. Okay, so let's talk about today's schedule. Today, well, first of all, there's one other thing I should talk about before we get to the schedule for the week. Ladies and gentlemen, I reviewed the Super Mario Brothers movie. I don't know if you're aware of this. I did finally put out my review of it over on DSP Reacts, my sister channel, last night. And yes, absolutely, I'm seeing big mixed reactions to it. Some people really like the review, some people hate the review, some people agree, some people strongly disagree. That's cool. I'm down for that. As long as people are enjoying the review in one way, and hey, you disagree, go ahead. Let me know why you completely disagree with me in the comments of the video. That's what it's all about. I had a good time reviewing it. And quite frankly, watching the movie, I was shocked because a lot of the things that I had heard about the movie made me think one thing about it. And then when I saw it, I was like, oh, it's totally not what I was expecting. I thought it was going to be this, and it really wasn't that at all. It was more this over here. That's more of a different vein of stuff that's more popular these days, and it actually kind of threw me for a loop. I think is I don't want to spoil my review. I'd rather let you watch it so that you can see all my points and the elaborations that I make on them, because it really did surprise me what they did with that movie. I thought they were going in one direction, and they went a completely different direction than what I expected. It's about a 20-minute review. I talk a lot about various different points and things in the movie. I hope you'll give it a look over on DSP Reacts. I think it's probably one of the better reviews I've done. It has around 700 views right now, I think. I don't even know. I checked this morning. I think it said like 700. That's not bad for overnight. I am hoping that obviously more people will check it and watch it and enjoy it. And there's another review coming next week, the Dungeons & Dragons movie. What is it called? Like Honor Among Thieves or whatever? I'll be reviewing that one for you next week on DSP Reacts. So we've got some good variety content coming on DSP Reacts in the next couple of weeks. Okay, now let's talk about what's coming up. So today, first stream, we're jumping back into Street Fighter 6, and I'm going to be trying out Lily again. Now, when I first started Street Fighter 6 last month, Lily was one of the first characters I picked, and I lost more than I won with her, but I liked the character build. I went back to her a week later and actually got a ton of wins. And actually, I think I played with her 3 times. Let me see here. I'm pretty sure that I played with her 3 times, and each time that I played with her, I did better. So my first session with Lily was in gold ranking, and I went 13-4. But then when I got the platinum, it got a lot harder, and I got 21-21, perfectly even down the middle. But I was still in gold, actually. Then when I was still in gold there, I went 18-7. And then in Platinum 1-star, I went 14-8. And then, wow, I actually always won with Lily. I thought, wow, never mind. I always won with Lily. Platinum 1-star, I went 18-7. Platinum 1-star again, 14-8. Platinum 2-star, 23-13. And last time I played with her was Platinum 2-star, 16-11. So every time I played with Lily, I've come out good. And I'm currently in Platinum 2-star. Okay? Now, the thing is, Lily is being rated almost universally.
Oh, shut the fuck up for a second and let's just check your fucking Lily stats right fucking here thanks to Profit. So yeah, the mad lad Profit fucking had remember he posted shit. He's had 90 wins in 152 battles with Lily. He has a 59.21% win rate with Lily. He's actually got a solid record compared to some of these other fucking fighters. Aside from Blanca as well, 61% fucking win rating because Blanca's fucking broken. But 152 battles, 90 wins is a solid return. I would call that about a solid return. Okay, he's not fucking, he's not 70% or 80%, but it's not terrible either. So yeah, Lily is actually one of his characters that he has had some joy with. We'll fucking put it that way. So yeah.
As the worst character in the game. That she's incredibly simplistic, she doesn't have a lot of tools, the tools she has are very limited, and, you know, probably an easy mode character to play, but just not very good overall. I don't know if I agree with the easy mode character, because the thing is, just because she's simple doesn't mean she's easy to play. It means you have to kind of work harder, because she seems to be very reliant on counter hits, and or getting momentum to push your opponent to the corner and kind of mix them up and trap them there. It doesn't seem like she has a lot of opportunities for big rush down at all, nor are many of her normals that good. You know, she has like 2 different heavy punches that are quite good. Her medium punch stuffs almost everything from mid-range, but can't be comboed. So you can interrupt your enemy's attacks, but then you can't do anything after, so you can't capitalize on it. I do like the fact she has a command throw, like T-Hawk did. But at the same time, the command throw, again, seems to be something that you'll just interrupt your patterns with to try to mix it up, rather than really being able to be implemented fully in her game plan. It's kind of just a variety thing you toss in and hope that it lands. If you do it all the time, people will just neutral jump on you constantly, and she's not very good. So, when I'm seeing her being played, I watch some high-level videos. I saw the best...
Money, yeah, yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money. Yeah, yeah. Money, money.
Thank you very much indeed, Doug, for the super chat. It says for 1.5 to 1.75 speed. I just turned up to 1.5 speed right there. I really had. Also,
Money,
oh my god, hold on.
yeah, yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money. Yeah, yeah. Money, money.
Thank you very much, proper for the super chat. It says 1.69 speed. I don't even think that's possible. I'm stuck with the fucking limitations of 1.5 or 1.75 or 2 times speed. We could go 1.75 just to fucking really turbo through the goddamn Street Fighter talk. Also, I like it. You know, most people when they watch a tennis match, they turn their heads to fucking see where the fucking ball's going, but Phil does this. He is purely just fucking somebody that does, you know, left to right. Just, you know, chair turns. Like that. But that's how Phil watches a tennis match. He turns his whole entire fucking body. Because turning his fucking neck apparently doesn't work for him. Anyway, we're at 1.75 speed now. Thanks to the people that demanded it, requested it, and yes, paid for it. I'm a paid shill. People paid me in super chats to fucking speed this shit up, and I will do exactly what they demand because those motherfuckers give me money. Thank you very much.
Like T-Hawk did. But at the same time, the command throw again seems to be something that you'll just interrupt your patterns with, try to mix it up, rather than really being able to be implemented fully in her game plan. It's kind of just a variety thing you toss in and hope that it lands. If you do it all the time, people will just neutral jump on you constantly, and she's not very good. So, when I'm seeing her being played, I watched some high-level videos.
Money, yeah, yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money. Yeah, yeah. Money, money.
Thank you very much indeed, Doug, for the super chat. Is now demanding 2 times speed. Fair enough, Yes, I will do what I'm told. I should go with kind enough to. Okay, fair enough. 2 times speed to get through all the Street Fighter talk, but keep in mind though, as soon as the Street Fighter talk is done, we go back to like 1.5. Just so we don't miss anything important for the card, okay? We're doing quite well in the card so far. I don't want to miss things in the card. This is a very strong start to the card. So as soon as Phil's done with the Street Fighter talk and boredom, we go back to 1.5 speed, okay? This is 2 times speed as of right now.
People just neutral jump on you constantly, and she's not very good. So, when I'm seeing her being played, I watched some high-level videos. I saw the best Lily, and then I watched 1 or 2 Lilies that are also kind of in master rank a little lower. They're really not doing much complicated stuff at all. The one thing I want to do today, I want to very briefly jump into training mode because I saw this one combo that people are doing, and I couldn't tell what the normals were that people were using in it. Essentially, you get a hit, you dash cancel, and then you do this hit with the taunt fuzz into a kick, and then from there you can do a finisher, or you can 2-in-1 into a super, or you could dash cancel a second time and do a third string to the combo that then ends the combo. And I want to see what it is. I'm not exactly sure what the normals are, so I want to practice just a tiny bit in training mode. But outside of that, everything that I've used with Lily up to this point is essentially exactly how people are playing with Lily, except they're parrying, which I'm going to use today for the first time in ages. And you know, they have a little bit better awareness with spacing in their combos, so they know exactly where and when they can combo, how to push it opponent to the corner for combos and stuff like that. I'm gonna try a few strategies today. It seems like when she charges the wind, it recovers really fast. It just doesn't seem like it does. Like she's in this animation to charge the wind, but you can just cancel out the animation and block if you need to, which I never knew. I thought you get hit, but no, you can actually like get right out of it. So I was like, oh, okay, I'm gonna try that today. I'm gonna see if I can implement that in my game plan and make her and, you know, do well with her. We're in 2-star platinum. My goal today, hopefully get into and make good progress into 3-star platinum. But it doesn't mean we're gonna do that great. A lot of people, again, with their constant rushdown and stuff, we'll have to see what we can do to that. The good news is she has great normals that could probably interrupt a lot of the things that people are doing. But the bad news is she can't really follow up after most of those normals. She's gotta kind of go to this neutral state where then she tries to counter hit with like a fierce punch and then she can go into a combo. We'll see how it goes today. All right, so the main stream today is ranked Lily multiplayer gameplay for 3 hours. Tonight's late stream per your votes. All right, it is time for a viewer lobby, which is something you guys have been asking for since the game came out. What that means is on tonight's late stream at 6:45 p.m.
Still doing 2 times.
For casual play matches,
this is most Street Fighter
to like a private lobby, but it's password protected. So if you have the password, you can join it. We're gonna announce the password live on stream tonight, so anyone who's watching would be able to join this lobby and play me. And we're gonna get it going. Now, what I don't understand, a lot of people are saying that the lobbies are good, that there's good moderation. If you're the leader of a lobby or the creator of a lobby and some asshole comes in and is acting up and not, you know, being a fool, has a stupid name or whatever, you can just kick it right out and you're good. So let's hope for the best in that regard. Let's hope that it actually works well and that's true what I'm hearing, and that it's not just baloney. And then we tried to make the lobby tonight, and you got 10 trolls in there all fucking around and you can't get rid of them. Because that was the problem with a game like the Street Fighter 30th Anniversary Collection. At first the lobbies didn't work at all, and then when they finally got them working, they never added any moderation options whatsoever. So you could have some asshole come in and just sit there and never ready up, and the whole lobby's dead. The whole lobby just crapped out, no one could play. But what the frick were they thinking there? It's just stupidity that they would think that everything would just go fine and humans would never want to be a dick to anybody, right? So here's hoping that the lobbies work well. My first ever fan/viewer lobby tonight on the late stream. And if it goes well, and we see a variety of characters, and we're having a good time, I don't see why we wouldn't do this regularly, at least maybe once a week, you know, depending on how it goes. I also, I'm to understand that they do have these online tournaments you can set up, and maybe that's something we look into in the future too, but let's go step by step. Let's just try the viewer lobby tonight. And here's the good thing about a viewer lobby. It's all casual play. Nothing's on the line. There's, you know, no big risk here. If you lose, you don't lose ranking point. So now you have opportunity to try characters who maybe you previously wouldn't use, like Ryu. I would be, you know, willing to try to play with Ryu some more tonight, because who cares if I lose? Nothing's at risk, right? Who gives a shit if I lose a game?
Oh, was that a Y pose or a T pose? Did they hold it? How long did they hold it?
So here's hoping that the lobbies work well. My first ever fan/viewer lobby tonight on the late stream. And if it goes well, and we see a variety of characters, and we're having a good time, I don't see why we wouldn't do this regularly, at least maybe once a week, you know, depending on how it goes. I also, I'm to understand that they do have these online tournaments you can set up, and maybe that's something we look into in the future too, but let's go step by step. Let's just try the viewer lobby tonight. And here's the good thing about it.
Yeah, I'm going to call that as a held T pose right there. He held that shit for sure. So yeah, I'm counting that as a Y or T pose. That's a T pose right there. Definitely take that shit off for sure. There we go. Prophet's wondering why the hell he's fucking announcing this publicly later on. Like, he's surprised that Phil is going to fucking make all this public information. Like, he's going to set up the lobby, he's going to password protect it, but he's going to fucking do it all on his stream so people can see exactly what's fucking going on. Which means anyone could fucking infiltrate it. Phil, I have a feeling that Phil does not want this to fucking go very well whatsoever. I have a sense that Phil is kind of hoping this will fail in some capacity. And so he doesn't have to do it again. We know he doesn't like the idea of actually fucking doing this a whole lot. His fans would love to fucking play with him across multiple different games. Phil kind of dangled that carrot when it came to Halo. Remember back fucking last Christmas, the fans thought they were going to fucking play multiplayer Halo with Phil. And then Phil fucking decided, no, you know what? No, I'm not doing it anymore. Fuck you guys. So he doesn't really like playing with his audience that fucking much. Clearly. But I think he's going to purposely do everything he can to try and make sure this is sabotaged as much as possible. He could certainly fucking take more measures to fucking make sure it is only people that are genuine fans that get in there. But apparently the controls of lobbies are a lot more advanced than before in previous Street Fighter games, so maybe it won't come down to that. But I do feel though he's kind of hoping it fails.
Out of viewer lobby. It's all casual play. Nothing's on the line. There's, no big risk here. If you lose, you don't lose ranking point. So now you have opportunity to try characters who maybe you previously wouldn't have used, like Ryu. I would be, willing to try to play with Ryu some more tonight because who cares if I lose? Nothing's at risk, right? Who gives a shit if I lose a game? It's not like I'm destroying my own ranking or whatever. So that's kind of cool. I'll probably use characters like Ryu and Chun-Li and variety. I'll have a little bit of Honda. Go back to Lily and Marisa, and of course Blanca, my best character, and maybe a couple others.
Money, yeah, yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money. Yeah, yeah. Money, money.
Thank you very much to Otto Insane for the super chat. It says he's playing Ryu, who he says is overpowered. No, Ryu's overpowered when other people play him. When someone's using a Ryu against him, Ryu's overpowered. But when Phil uses him, the guy's not that fucking good. But, yeah, Phil isn't really... I've seen Phil bitching mine and one before about a Ryu player, against him, beating him. And then he made this random claim it's a fucking overpowered character. Like, how though, Phil? You were fucking terrible with him. You fucking hated playing him.
Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money.
Thank you very much to Barrett Wells, a super chat, who says can't wait for him to call his members scrubs. I mean, I do think he's going to be far more reserved because he knows it's his own special private lobby. He will be a bit more reserved and not fucking being mean to them. Anything you fucking see him fucking do normally. Fucking complain about pattern play, complain about fucking, no real button mash and scrubs and all that shit. All that crap about the window. For his audience, like, oh, that was good. That was well done. I was like, oh, that was a really good one and all that shit.
Yeah, yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money. Yeah, yeah. Money, money.
Thank you very much for Lawless9 for super chat. It says, I hope his chat is filled with Ken mains. Let's be honest here, guys. I generally think Phil, if he actually gets his thing set up tonight, or fucking playing with his, chat or whatever, I think Phil will win 80% of those matches. The thing is with Phil, he's not an amazing fucking Street Fighter player, but I just don't imagine his audience are that fucking good. Phil is a basic, Phil is slightly better than average at Street Fighter 6, based on his stats, right? Based on his performance, his fucking win-loss ratio in ranked matches, 54%. I have a feeling his audience are just not really up to that standard. So, and yeah, I think Phil's basic fundamentals will carry him through, for the most part, comfortably against his army of dent heads that fucking flock to his fucking stream to try and fight him.
Now you have opportunity to try characters who maybe you previously wouldn't have used, like Ryu. I would be, willing to try to play with Ryu some more tonight because who cares if I lose? Nothing's at risk, right? Who gives a shit if I lose a game? It's not like I'm destroying my own ranking or whatever. So that's kind of cool. I'll probably use characters like Ryu and Chun-Li and variety. I'll have a little bit of Honda. Go back to Lily and Marisa, and of course Blanca, my best character, and maybe a couple others. Dalsim and Zangief. Why not? Why not just go for variety since there's nothing at risk, right? Now would be the opportunity to play with the characters I'm not that good with and try to learn with them, so I can get better with them. And ultimately, if I want to go back to rank, I can because I've got some practice outside of the rank system. You see? So that's really what it's for. And I'm excited tonight to see how this goes. I hope it goes well. And like I said, if it goes well, I'm totally willing to have this be kind of a regular thing at least once a week. We got a viewer lobby night and see how it goes. But let's see how it goes tonight. We'll judge from there and go from there. All right, I will work.
So define go well, Phil. Define I hope it goes well. Do you mean in terms of fucking attendance? Or the quality of matches? Or the moderation of the lobby to try and keep out the fucking trolls? Or do you mean how much money is given to you in financial support while you play the fucking games against your audience.
If not, if it's a disaster, we'll just do some more multiplayer elsewhere and write it off and say, oh well, we tried, but it doesn't work, right? I guess we'll find out. So that's today. Now, off tomorrow.
Well, here we go. He's finished his Street Fighter talk, so we can go back to 1.5 speed. If he starts something with Street Fighter again, for example, if Game Kicker gives him a $30 fucking tip and tries to explain shit to him, then we can, of course, speed up again in future.
Come back on Friday, it's Street Fighter Friday, and I will 100% be picking a new character Friday. I even know what character it will be. I thought about this pretty hard.
Oh, God.
And looking at, the rest of the cast, there's still 7 characters I haven't really used since...
Oh, fuck it, never mind. I'm going back to 2 times speed. Fuck you. I thought we were done with the fucking Street Fighter talk, but straight away. Holy fuck. Okay, back to 2 times speed.
Game came out, and this character that I've been wanting to try out, looks interesting, and I haven't used yet. So I want to use this character for the first time, and that's going to be Friday's main stream. I try to learn a new character live on stream with all of you, okay? That'll be neat. Then Friday night is Friday Night Fights, and that's just kind of up in the air. What I mean by that is Friday Night Fights at this point can be anything. If I'm using this new character, and I'm really liking them, and I feel like I want to put more time into the new character, we could just play them again for Friday Night Fights. Or, what if I say, you know what, I want to stay on top of my game when it comes to my best character, so therefore, Friday Night Fights, the late stream should be Blanca, where we just try to level up Blanca for 2 hours in Diamond Rank and get more win. We could do that. So I like having that freedom to determine whatever I want to do on Friday nights, okay? Saturday will not be my...
Here we go. Now he's finished talking about Street Fighter. Thank God. We'll go back to 1.5 speed. That's a lot of Street Fighter talk, man. Fuck me.
React show. We have moved my React show to Sundays now. So that means this Saturday will be Final Fantasy 16 on the daytime stream, and the night stream will be Amnesia: The Bunker. Yes, we are officially starting with Amnesia this coming Saturday night, and it will be a playthrough that I'll be balancing with late night streams moving forward. So if you've been waiting for variety, horror returns to my streams this coming Saturday night. Okay? Sunday will be DSP versus the Internet. Sunday night is open. We can do World Tour mode in Street Fighter 6. Maybe we can do a fan lobby night. I'll leave it open to whatever people really want. All right, then Monday will probably be a main Street Fighter day, and then Monday night will probably be more Amnesia, and then Tuesday will probably be Final Fantasy paired with something at night, and then we'll go from there basically. But yeah, the week will basically be another 6-day streaming week all the way through Wednesday of next week. Okay, and that'll be the balance that we'll do. Now, please keep in mind at the end of this month we have a special event coming up, and the event is called the Dark Side of Machinima. It is going to be a long form React event on Saturday the 29th of July. It'll be exclusively over on my React channel, DSP React, and it's going to cover a bunch of topics. Number 1, we're going to react to the documentary about the rise and fall of Machinima as a partner network on YouTube, as made by June the King. It's about a 50-minute documentary, and we're going to watch that and react live to it. I haven't done a long form react like that in ages, but being that I was one of the longest running partners of that network, over 6 years I was with Machinima. While many other YouTubers were jumping ship and going elsewhere, I stuck with them. So I should have some pretty unique perspective when it comes to Machinima in general, to be able to tell you everything that I thought about this company and the ups and downs along the way. In addition, I'm going to dive deep into my archives. I have saved a tremendous amount of interaction that I had with Machinima over the years, and I'm going to basically talk about that stuff publicly. I have a ton of emails that I've saved up, contract negotiations, plans to go on trips, the way that we talked back and forth when my channel was getting hit with false copyright strikes, and the advice that they told me to go with that essentially ruined the DSP gaming irrevocably forever, among many other things. We're going to talk about all of that. All right, it's going to be a fun day of reminiscing about the old days of the partner networks on YouTube, and there's going to be some food and other stuff going on. So mark your calendars for a fun long-form event. It'll be very different from the standard kind of gameplay that I do. That is Saturday, July 29th, okay? Outside of that, the month of August will be a month-long celebration. It's going to be me celebrating my 15-year anniversary as a content creator on the internet, and we're going to be going down memory lane in many different ways. We're going to have a special retrospective marathon event. We're going to have a special Project 7 centered event. There's going to be retro throwback playthroughs of games from the old days that I used to play early on YouTube, but this time there'll be more modernized playthroughs. There's going to be special tier maker countdowns, a good amount of fun stuff. I'm excited for the month of August. We'll talk more about that as we hear near the end of July, and we start to plan out exactly the dates and things for everything we're going to do there. But it should be a really fun special month. I'm looking forward to it very much. Okay, and then of course September, holy crap, that's when we go into overdrive with all the new releases. So that's the schedule, everybody. I hope that sounds good to you. Before we get to shoutouts, I think we should do very briefly a little bit of game news here. I think I have 2 news stories I want to talk about today. News story number 1. As you know, PlayStation has a premium service called PS Plus, but they've also had these other tiered services, Elite and, Extra and Premium, or what they're called, that are increasingly more expensive the more that you pay for them every month. Last year, during the summer months, right now is when they launched the program, and if you remember, I got it, and we actually did a good amount of gameplay. We tried out a few trials of games. We actually did some old school throwback style playthroughs as well of old games. But after having it for about 2 months, I found it literally had 0 value. I was like, I'm not getting anything out of this. None of these games that they're really adding to me are very interesting. So I kind of got rid of it and haven't looked back since. I never even re-upped my PS Plus membership. I don't even have the PS Plus right now, nor am I too interested in it. So just on a whim, I decided to look into what's going on with this service a year later, because now it's the year anniversary of this PS Plus, extra and premium services. What is it doing? So here's the announcement. They just announced it this morning. Here's the games coming out for PS Plus extra and premium in this month. So listen up. Here we go. If you have PS Plus extra, this is the middle tier where you pay more money for access to games. Here's the games they're adding this month. It Takes Two, Sniper Elite 5.
People are saying Leaning ban. What was a Leaning ban? Was it absolutely definitely a Leaning ban? Did somebody actually get banned? Like, did they wipe a super chat off a screen? Is that why people know it's a Leaning ban, or as I guess? Like, how do we know? How do we know it's a Leaning ban? If we can't tell, if we're not entirely sure if it was a Leaning ban or not, we can't. We're better off just fucking waiting for Phil to confirm it himself, you know? We can't just go by emotions, you know, we need to actually fucking confirm it ourselves. If Phil basically says get rid of his edits, you know, that's him leaving somebody for sure. So things like that. Give it a bit of time. Hopefully we'll get it confirmed later on, but if we're not sure, we can't fucking tick it.
SnowRunner, World War Z, The Ascent, Undertale, SpongeBob SquarePants, BFBB, Battle for Bikini Bottom, Melty Blood Type Lumina, Dismantle, Disco Elysium, no, excuse me, Circus Electric, I don't know why I said Disco Elysium, Circus Electric, Dynasty Warriors 9, Samurai Warriors 5, My Little Pony, Fast and Furious, and Monster Jam. Yeah. Those are the games available if you pay some extra money to be on their extra service. So, when I look at that, right, I look at it and I'm like, I mean, some of those games are fine, but every one of those games is old, and some of these games have already been on something like Game Pass for like years, right? These games are already at easy, a lot of these are piss cheap too. These aren't like, oh, these games are expensive now. These are games, some of these you can buy for like $5-10 anyway. So it's not like, oh, I'm getting such a huge savings because I got this under PS Plus, you know, system or service. This is older games, nothing too spectacular there. Games you could have easily played on Game Pass or other services regardless. And on top of that, they're all cheap now anyway, right? So you might say, all right, well, what's the premium? What's the premium games they're offering for this month? So if you pay the absolute highest amount for the monthly service of PS Plus this month, here's what you get. Gravity Crash Portable, Twisted Metal 1, and Twisted Metal 2, both for PS1. That's it. Woo! Woo! Wow! Really worth the extra money. We're a year in to the PlayStation Premium services. And I hate to say it, you know, initially, it was kind of a cool thing because it looked like they were trying to compete with Game Pass for a bit. And I was like, oh, that's interesting. You know, that might actually pan out to be something good. But all that's happened is they've kind of shown that they just don't understand what makes Game Pass good at all. And sadly, I hate to say it, I don't think there's much value in getting those extra tiers at all, right? Like, only if you're like the biggest fan of Sony and you don't have a PC, you don't have an Xbox console, and you just want to have access to the most games in a month, would you even, I think, get Elite? What's the point of getting that premium Elite level? Like, what exactly are you getting out of it? Not that much. You're not getting any new games, right? You're getting older games, and you're getting these random retro games. Like, Twisted Metal 1 and 2 are fine games in their own right, don't get me wrong. They're also incredibly old and dated, you know? For posterity purposes, it's nice to know that you can download them and play them on your PS5, but at the same time, is it worth getting a digital subscription to play these games?
Shut up, fuck up for a second. Phil said they're wrong, which is another fucking bingo. Just wanted to just shut up for a fucking second so we can fucking enjoy the bingo. And speaking of enjoying things, how about we fucking enjoy the goddamn auto cam? Where the fuck are they all? Let me go live. There we go. There we go, there's a cute wee auto fucking going. Not as nice a day today in Monterey. The sun does not seem to be shining currently in Monterey. The water's not looking as blue as usual. Fucking, it seems like a cloudy day there, you know, fucking reflecting in the water. But yeah, let's have some otters. Phil is kind of grating sometimes, and just sometimes he just kind of winds you up way too much. So really, it's kind of good to just detox from Phil's toxicity, and we just get to enjoy seeing otters being cute. This one seems to be kind of grooming himself on the rock there. This one's had a nice wee swim. That means he's going to explore. Is it? Nah, has he changed his fucking mind? Is it? I don't want to fucking go up there. Fuck that shit. I'm fucking enjoying myself just fucking splashing around the fucking water. I was going to go it, but it's fucking too nice in here. And there's one down there in the fucking bottom of the screen, just going off screen now with his blue wee ball. And yeah, they're very fucking cute. They're so adorable. Yep, I think that's a very successful detox on Phil's toxicity, and I think we can now safely and comfortably go back to DSP and enjoy the rest of his fucking shitty podcast. But we have the otters on standby. Should we need them? I like how this one just keeps, you know, oh, this one's going. Oh, this one's going. Ah, they're grabbing ice. That's what it is, they're grabbing ice. So it must be still quite a warm day there. Even though the sun's not out, it must still be quite warm. There we fucking go. But yeah, this one's having a hell of a fucking good groom. There you go. But yeah, the otters are there for us should we need them. Let's go back to bingo.
No, it's not. It's like weird that this is the selling point. This is what they're adding. It's like, okay, you know, I don't get it. It really makes me scratch my head why Sony even launched this. You know, a year ago it was like a curiosity. We did it for that one, you know, couple of weeks. And even then I was like, all right, forget it. And after that, it's like, I honestly forgot it even existed, right? So, you know, I guess we'll see as we move forward here. But I don't know. For me, we're a year in. It doesn't seem like Sony's really trying, nor do they care to even, like do you even hear Sony talking about PlayStation Plus Extra Premium at all? They mentioned it last year when it launched, and it's like they forgot to even offer it, right? I don't know what their game plan is. I have one other story today. It's not gaming news. It's disgusting. Are you ready for the most revolting story you've ever heard of? Ladies and gentlemen, in Thailand, they have launched, get this, at Burger King, the real cheeseburger. Do you know what this is? Have you heard about this yet? They have launched a burger that is literally, are you ready for this? 20 slices of American cheese melted on a bun. This is the real cheeseburger. You see it? It's literally 20 pieces of cheese melted on a bun. No meat, no condiments. Just 20 pieces of cheese.
I'm not going to lie. I think I want to try that. Although I am a fucking connoisseur of cheese. I love cheese. I'm like some big fat Scottish mouse or some fish, man. I just can't, you know, I can't help but love my fucking cheese. Let me see that bastard again. That looks obscenely ridiculous, but at the same time, I want to try. You want to know the weirdest fucking thing I've ever tried? I don't know, I think I've told this before. It wasn't at some fast food joint, it was at some kind of wee kind of restaurant, right? But they had a strange menu item, and I couldn't help but try it because of my absolute love of cheese.
Yeah, yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money. Yeah, yeah. Money, money.
First of all, thank you very much for the super chat. It says PlayStation Plus offers more robust content than DSP Gaming and DSP Direct memberships do. Very good fucking point indeed. Most channels and companies offer more than fucking Phil does anyway, so yeah, absolutely true. But this is how much I like the idea of cheese and the concept of cheese. So at this fucking restaurant one time, right? This fucking, I don't know how to describe the fucking place. It's kind of like I guess it's kind of like an alternative to Wetherspoons, if that helps understand for the British people anyway in here. It wasn't Wetherspoons, but similar kind of vibes to it, you know? Like, you know, one of the less popular kind of, you know, alternatives to that kind of thing. But they had their fucking menu here. So, they had a lasagna, right? But in between the lasagna were two different pizzas. So you had a pizza on the bottom, and then you had a lasagna in the middle, and then you had an upside down pizza on top, like a fucking Saturn. I've seen this in the fucking menu and thought this is the weirdest fucking thing I've ever seen. But I like cheese, so I must try this. It wasn't that fucking good. It really wasn't. They didn't really cook it that well. The pizza wasn't really a fucking pizza, you know. It really wasn't. It was like it wasn't like fucking proper pizza anyway. You know, and the lasagna wasn't that great either. It was disappointing. If it was done well, it could have been something very interesting, you know. But I felt like the pizza wasn't really cooked properly at all. You know, it was quite soft. You know, it wasn't. Didn't have a good crunch to it. But yeah, it was a weird fucking thing to. Yeah, that was like. I don't know, but I don't even know what to fucking call it. I don't even think I had a fucking name. All I know is it was on the fucking menu, and I like cheese. So there you go. But yeah, this real cheeseburger thing, I'm not going to lie, if I had the means to try it, I probably would.
20 pieces of cheese melted on a bun. No meat, no condiments. Just
oh, there's no meat? Oh, that's so weird. No, the thing is, like, you could do that anyway. Like, no, you could basically do that anyway, right? You go into your, oh, here's how you do that for very cheap, right? Go into your McDonald's, right? Go into, it doesn't matter about anything. Go into your Burger King, right? See these fucking self-service fucking, you know, things. You have these kind of self-service, fucking, you know, the machines you can use. Get the most basic burger, the cheapest fucking possible burger, okay? Amend it, and then just add, remove the burger, right? And then add all your cheese slices. You can probably get it that way. Just keep the buns and add like fucking 20 cheese slices or something yourself. You can probably recreate it in your McDonald's or Burger King here, or in the UK or in the USA or whatever. With those fucking machines. What a strange. I thought it was an actual fucking burger with actual cheese. There's tons of cheese, but it's such a weird fucking thing. Let's see if I'll explain it.
Just 20 pieces of cheese. At this point, I'm surprised that they don't have the street side suicide booths from Futurama. Did you ever see Futurama? They actually have a booth sitting on the street that you could walk up, pay money, walk in, it just vaporizes you instantly. Like, why don't they just have that? I don't even 20 pieces of cheese. You could just go to the store right now, and you could buy the block of cheese from the store. It'll probably cost you between $5 and $8, American cheese, and you just go and eat it. Why do you need to go to Burger King and have it on a bun? Right? Like, it's just a lump of cheese. You could get it right now. So, again, this is just so stupid. Like, what are they even thinking? First of all, it's not a burger. You know, a burger implies it's some kind of a sandwich. It's not really a sandwich. It's just a stack of cheese with two...
Phil, I hate to fucking tell you this, but there's a layer of bread in between the cheese. It's a fucking sandwich, you fucking moron. Cheese as a fucking, you know, as a main ingredient of a sandwich is still a goddamn fucking sandwich. Don't you dare say otherwise.
2 pieces of bun. That's not a sandwich. You know, a sandwich should have a variety of things, condiments, veggies, meat, something on it.
No, it doesn't. Don't get to fucking dictate what's meant to be in a fucking sandwich. Don't you dare tell people what you can have in your fucking sandwich. It's a fucking person that is too fucking cheap to fucking afford. No, you're not. It's the person that's so goddamn fucking cheap he doesn't want to rely on lunch meat sandwiches for his fucking day off. There's nothing wrong with lunch meat fucking sandwiches, but Phil fucking derided lunch meat sandwiches in the fucking past. No. Him and Kat, whenever Phil's off fucking work, they absolutely must rely on fucking getting at least DoorDash for a fucking main dinner that night. They cannot have a fucking lunch meat sandwich in any capacity during that fucking day. They need breakfast DoorDash to them for fucking during the day. They need a meal at night, whether going out to a restaurant or getting another DoorDash for the fucking dinner. That is a day off routine for Phil and Kat. They must not, at any fucking point in time, rely on lunch meat sandwiches during Phil's precious days off.
To have substance. This has no substance. It's a bunch of gooey cheese. Right? It's not even a grilled cheese because the bun's not grilled. It's just cheese on bread. I just don't understand it. Like, how do we...
Yeah. Money. Oh, money. Yeah. Money.
Thank you very much, All Insane. It says that there is such a thing as a bread sandwich. Ah man, you just put a layer of bread in between two layers of bread and then boom, you're ready to fucking go. I used to, as a kid, as a very small child, I blame my gran for this. Rest her fucking soul, she's long gone now. But she seemed to, I think she was responsible for getting me hooked on sugar sandwiches. Like literally just, you butter some bread, you put some sugar in it, you know, you put another bit of bread on, boom. Sugar sandwiches, very odd. But as a kid, I really liked it, and it's a strange fucking sandwich to eat, for sure. I wouldn't recreate it these fucking days, but Jesus Christ, as a child, my gran got me fucking on sugar sandwiches, you know, like, what the fuck? Probably explains why I'm such a fat fucking bastard right now, you know what I mean? Or partially explains, I'm not gonna fucking put all the blame on fucking gran, don't get me wrong. I'm my own fucking master of that fate right now, and I fucking kept going with the unhealthy lifestyle. But yeah, as a small child, my gran definitely got me hooked on the sugar sandwiches, which is bizarre, yeah.
Cheese because the bun's not grilled. It's just cheese on bread. I just don't understand it. Like, how do we find out that this that this is something that people would want? And the sad part is, you know, people will buy it. Seriously, you know, people are actually going to go buy that and eat it because they're disgusting. I really hope it doesn't come over here to America. I'm serious. I hope it doesn't, because people will buy that and eat it and get sick. They're gonna get. You can't eat that much cheese and not get sick. You're gonna go right to the bathroom and you're gonna be vomiting and you're gonna be having a bad time in a bad way. That's disgusting and awful for you. Can you imagine the amount of fat calories in that? You know what I mean? The amount of, oh god. That's the most horrible thing for you. Why would they even? Why are they allowed to sell it over there? Like, that seems like a health hazard, doesn't it? Imagine if they sold a burger with a piece of broken glass in it. Oh, the glass burger. Ooh, eat at your own risk. It's a blood-filled adventure, right? Would they do that? I mean, this is the equivalent. There really is. I don't know. Anyway, it's really disgusting. No, I'm not trying it. If it comes to the United States, that's the last thing I would ever eat. So don't even get the idea. There's absolutely no way I'm staying away. Okay? Glass isn't...
Otto Insane's educate me in the bread sandwich. A bread sandwich is a slice of toast with salt and peppers between two slices of bread. So there you go. It's toast in the middle of it, the two slices of bread for your bread sandwich. But there you go. But Jesus fucking Christ. Apparently Dashi sent me the fucking stories. Give me a second here. Dashi apparently sent me on Discord the article. It was in the Nottingham Post. So let me just fucking let's see here, hold on, let's see if I can... Burger King's divided opinion after launching a cheeseburger with no meat and 20 slices of mac and cheese. It's only available in Thailand. They're calling it real cheeseburger. Unveiling latest offering. Burger King. This is no joke, this is for real. So what's is that the price up here? 109 Thailand dollars or something. According to US, a shift manager was overheard saying his Bangkok store had to halt the reorders so they could save enough real cheeseburgers to serve to diners in the store. One customer said it was an insane amount of cheese and could only finish half of it. Well, one woman tweeted, "Is Burger King okay?" There you go. So not much information to gain from that. No surprise, really. It is what it is. There you go.
Money, yeah. Money. Oh, money, yeah. Money.
Thank you, Arthur Caldetson, for the super chat. It says Burger King never gave Phil his restitution. That's right, Phil demanded an email or response or some sort of compensation for his fucking greasy McChicken sandwich, and they fucking ghosted his ass. Phil has never forgiven Burger King for his slight And who wants to fucking bet that Burger King should, at some random point in time, within the next few years, go out of business in some capacity, Phil would have first to dance on the fucking grave and celebrate this fact by fucking bringing up the McChiking that wronged him so badly. Dash is saying the price of the burger is £2.50 in UK terms, so it's like, that's like $3, $3 or something, you know, in American money. $3.50. Yeah, I don't know. I still, if I had a chance to, I might try it. Just because I love cheese, and I'm just a big fat bastard. That's my only. I have no fucking excuses. I'm curious. I'm morbidly curious and trying it. What can I say? Anyway, back to the bingo.
If it comes to the United States, that's the last thing I would ever eat, so don't even get the idea. There's absolutely no way I'm staying away, okay? Glass isn't edible. Neither are 20 pieces of cheese at once.
Phil, I would tell you right now, I can tell you that is wrong. From personal experience, I can tell you you're wrong.
Tell you, if you eat 20 pieces of cheese at once, you're poisoning your body. So, yeah. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let's get to shout-outs, shall we? So we start off today with ZX0, who recently was very, very generous over on DSP Reacts and gifted a bunch of memberships. Well, this morning, ZX0 joined the stream, became a member here, and gifted 10 memberships to the stream as well. I really appreciate that, ZX0. If you got a gifted membership from ZX0 this morning, please be sure to thank them. That's 11 memberships, so now we're actually up to 502, which is obviously awesome, because I'm trying to build this channel back up. You know, just a month and a half ago, we had 800 members. And then, you know, the month of June happened. And what happened in June is I played 3 RPGs at once, which was a huge mistake, plus Street Fighter. And the support has been great, but it's basically been a lot of tips and stuff like that. And a lot of the support on the YouTube side of things completely dried up and died out. And so we lost hundreds of members. And yeah, we're in a situation now where kind of like it would be great to build the channel back up a bit in the month of July. And we're making progress with that. And then all of a sudden, a bunch of gifted memberships expired again. It was like, oh my God. So hopefully we can start with progress again. And this is actually a good start for today. So thank you, ZX0, for the gifted memberships again. I can't see who got them because for some reason, my leaderboard doesn't seem to save that data. Unless I click on it right away, it'll show the names. If I don't, it doesn't save them for some weird reason. So congrats to anyone who just got to get the membership. Be sure to thank ZX0, and thank you, ZX0, for the channel support today. Easy Steve did a super chat and said, loving the more Final Fantasy 16 and Diablo 4 for chill Phil. I'm glad you're enjoying the chill playthroughs, and there's going to be more. You know, we're going to probably institute some World Tour mode of Street Fighter 6, which is very chill. It's very different from the competitive nature of the game. And Amnesia, the bunker is going to start this week, which is going to be pretty interesting, right? So we're going to have some good stuff coming up. Thank you, Easy Steve, for the super chat, first super chat of the day. On the tip side of things, let's take a look here. We start off today with a $29.99 tip from Game Tracker, and he says it's finally back.
Oh God, I'm not even going to waste any time. 2x speed activated right now. Game Tracker, it's a $30 tip. Brace yourselves for a lot of Street Fighter talk. So Quidifpany says, does he have to purposely aim for his ear to count as ear touch? I usually do that, yeah.
Back to Lily. Yes, I know that Game Tracker has been waiting very fervently and patiently for me to play with Lily again, and today he gets his wish, finally. So thank you very much, not Game Wrecker. Game Tracker. Thank you, Game Tracker, for our first tip of the day. So, he says, finally back to Lily. Aside from requiring super meter for invincible reversals, because that's right, until she has a super to do her level 1 or level 2 super, her actual meter moves aren't invincible, only from the air. Only anti-air, that's it. She seems to me like she's more suited to your playstyle than most. I'm honestly not super surprised her Strength Marisa didn't go so well. From what I can tell, she has a very simple and powerful game plan at low level. Essentially, she requires frame data knowledge at high level to understand how her pressure works to keep it flowing. If you can't figure out how to apply her charged heavies, I'm not sure that she's the character for you. But here's a tip for Lily. You know that jumping medium punch target combo that Marisa has? Yes. Lily has the same thing but better. It causes a juggle state like Bison's used to. Oh, you can use any OD special to juggle afterward, except the command grab. Right, because command grab you have to be on the ground. Or you can cancel the second hit to your level 2 air super. Ooh. Actually, it may be the case you can use non-overdrive specials too, but I've only ever seen OD overdrive ones used. Training mode can be used to test this. Interesting. So if you jump and you do medium, you can land and do her rising, what's it called? Tomahawk Buster, right? You can do that OD version for a combo follow-up. I guess technically you can do Condor Rush too. I don't know why you want to do that. You probably want to push them further into the corner, and it probably would juggle better. Also, you can do the super. That's cool. That's cool to know. All right, I gotta try that today because I didn't know that. Thank you for that knowledge, Game Tracker. Continuing on here, I received a $2 tip from Anso Kamaru.
Okay, we're slow down now. We're slow back down to 1.5 speed because the Street Fighter talk seems to have ended. If it starts again, no, I'm going back to 2x speed. What he's asking, isn't Game Tracker dash bullshit? Wrong. Game Tracker is not dash bullshit.
True. And says, in a cruel twist of fate, I've been waiting weeks for you to do player rooms, but I have dinner plans tonight and I can't make it. Man, I'm sorry. That sucks. I know there's people who've been asking me for this since the launch of the game, and I keep telling you guys, please be patient. I want to play the game enough that I feel comfortable with a variety of characters. We want to get to the point where people are kind of getting bored of the same and we do something different. Now we're doing it and you can't make it. I'm sorry about that. I hope today goes well. You enjoy yourself so you can do this in the near future. I'd like to comment on your video on instructions on how to set up the player room step by step. Hope it helps. I did read it, but that was last night. And I have a mind like a sieve. So I hope I will remember it today. I don't know. We'll have to see tonight. I'm sure someone will be there tonight who's done it before who can help me if I can't figure it out myself. So, okay. Continuing on. Also come over to another $1. So I'm losing a trend. It seems that because you're a streamer trying to get through things, you're not really enjoying games for their full potential. But keep in mind, I'm not saying you need to put 100 hours into every game to enjoy it. But quite frankly, what you said today about Final Fantasy 16's combat system is baffling. Why? Why is it baffling? It's too easy. It feels like Kingdom Hearts to me at this point. Indeed, you don't need to use every skill to beat enemies, but it's absolutely not simplistic. A mash faster and afterthought, but it is. For me, it is. I'm trying to relate to you my experience. Just because my experience is not the same as yours doesn't make my experience invalid. It just makes.
Here's a quick question, and I might be a bit daft to ask this. Doesn't Final Fantasy, like most games, have a difficulty setting? Like, could he not upgrade the difficulty if it's too easy for him right now, as it is? Could he not make it more challenging for himself via the game's own built-in difficulty levels? You know, like different, settings. Apparently, Prophet is saying it's not in Final Fantasy. Okay, so the general consensus is it doesn't actually have that. That's kind of strange. So Final Fantasy is essentially kind of you have to accept the difficulty it gives you. Is that the case? I've never played it, so I don't know. Apparently, Subtle One says most RPGs now let you change difficulty and options. I wasn't sure if Final Fantasy was one of those games that did that. Overcrimp is saying there's a story mode and an action mode. Phil is almost certainly on action mode. So action mode means it's kind of easy for just to tank through the action parts, I guess. Chris Heisman says he's pretty sure NG Plus has a challenge mode. Okay. Prophet is saying that Phil's on story mode. See, I don't know. I just assumed that the game would have its own built-in difficulty setting. So if Phil found it easy, why not just bump up difficulty and make it a bit more challenge for yourself? It seems a natural thing to do. Clyde Dale's saying, oh wait, Final Fantasy 16 has an unlockable hard mode. Well, Phil's definitely wondering if I can come back to that anytime soon, for sure. Storms is saying story equals easy, common name for easy mode nowadays. There you go. Oh, either way, Phil seems to find the game too fucking easy, but I just thought, why not just fucking bump up the difficulty yourself because you have the power, but apparently for Final Fantasy 16 you do not actually have that much power in the difficulty of the game, at least not the first fucking time you play it. Jumble Appeal says, according to Google, the source of all knowledge, action in story mode is correct. Action being harder than story. So if I was in story mode, if he wanted to be more challenging, he could put it to action mode, but he probably won't do that.
Makes it different from yours. Literally, my playing of this game is becoming so easy, I don't even have to pay attention to what I'm doing. I'm just doing combo, mash the special move, combo, mash the special move, combo, mash the special move, do the ultimate, then do the overburn move or whatever it is where you light up, and it's just a circle. I mean, I'm serious. It's sad that it's that easy. It shouldn't be that easy. It should have more to it. It should have strategy. You don't even have to control another character in this game. It's just you. It's like they did absolutely everything they could to dumb down the combat of the game. And if your answer to what I'm telling you right now is, oh, you should up the difficulty, you missed the point. The point isn't you should have to up the difficulty to make the game fun. The game should be fun just by playing it. Not, oh, I have to artificially make the game harder, so now it's interesting to me. That shouldn't be the point. It should be you boot the game, you play it, it's good.
I completely disagree with that sentiment, Phil. What is the entire fucking point of... Phil, what the fuck is wrong with you? You just said you're finding the fucking battles too fucking easy because you fucking do it with your eyes closed. So, in that case, make it a challenge yourself. Make it more fun. If the game's giving you that option to do it, fucking use it.
Never had to up the difficulty of a Final Fantasy game before. Apparently I'm supposed to in this one? No. That's a shortcoming of the game developers and a game design flaw if the base mode is too piss easy because they put so much into it.
See what game developers fucking go for these days when they try and fucking cater to fucking people like Phil. They're trying to fucking cater to fucking morons like Phil Burnell and fucking bitch and whine and moan about the fucking difficulties of fucking modern games fucking, put people through these days. So they fucking have to dumb it down to the extent where Phil's actually feeling it's too easy for him. Look, I'm saying, if Phil's blaming the fucking game developers, it's Phil's fault in the fucking first place for fucking being that goddamn needy.
Anyway, let's continue. Final Fantasy XVI's biggest issue with its combat is that it didn't include the scoring system on the first playthrough. It's only an arcade mode and New Game Plus along with the harder difficulties. The skill ceiling and mix-up potential in this game is immense. You don't need it. You know what this reminds me of? So there are some...
Because you're on story modes, Phil.
Content creators on social media. I forget what one of them's called. There's someone who everyone knows who they are. They always try to make every game they play look good. And so they'll go and they'll play any game with combat, and they'll pull off the most elaborate, ridiculous combo, and they'll do it in like slow bullet time, and it makes the game look good. But then, in reality, if you play the game at face value, you're never using those combos, you don't need them, but it's good that they're in there, it makes the game look good, right? But that's what I mean, like, just because it has potential to have that advanced stuff, if you don't need it, then it's superfluous to the game experience. The vast majority of people playing the game will never use it because it's not needed, you understand? It'd be one thing if you needed to really learn the nuances of the combat engine and master them in order to succeed. Look at a game like Sifu. There's a game that at face value you think is just going to be a button masher combat game. And if you try to play it like that, you get your ass handed to you. You have to learn the game mechanics. You have to learn good timing for parries. You have to learn how to exhaust your enemies. And once you learn all the game mechanics, you can go through that game and become a master and just make the game look so easy, but it's not. It's about you mastering the system. In Final Fantasy 16, the more I unlock of abilities, the more I'm able to just throw them out there and not think and win. That's bad. That's bad game design. Sorry, it just is. I don't care how complex it can be. It doesn't need to be. It's got shortcomings. And if you don't understand it...
Money, yeah, yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money. Yeah, yeah. Money, money.
How in the hell is this fucking freeze frame between this fucking frame and like 5 seconds before it almost identical? How in the hell is this almost identical? Is it like me going back in time like 5 seconds or something, then going forward? And the faces are practically the same and there's barely any difference. How does that even happen? Anyway, thank you very much to Logan K for super chat. I'm getting distracted by fucking making Phil rock back and forth on the X and Y axis. But thank you Logan K for super chat. It says, excuses. He wants to complain about the difficulty without changing it because he's afraid of increasing the difficulty and getting clapped. Exactly, yeah. Phil is terrified this game's going to suddenly become so much more challenging for him. That he's going to fucking have to put effort into it to actually fucking use his brain to fucking try and think, wait a second, I need strategy, I need some comprehension of what my fighter's capable of doing, I need to think about my actions rather than just fucking mash buttons. It's like, even if the fucking difficulty increased, let's just say, naturally, the game might get fucking harder for him, more challenging for him, we actually fucking have to try harder. He will then bitch and whine about that. He is never happy. He is never satisfied. The game's always at fault.
I don't care how complex it can be. It doesn't need to be. It's got shortcomings. And if you don't understand that, and all you're going to do is focus on, oh, well, if you play it in this one specific way that most people never will, oh, it's really good. Good for you. You found the one way it's fun. That doesn't mean that means that it's immune to criticism. It should be criticized for its shortcomings. This is a big problem with the combat engine. How is it that the further in I get, I feel more like I'm playing Kingdom Hearts 3? That's not good. That's terrible. Kingdom Hearts 3 comparison is the kiss of death, in my opinion. That game was so easy. It was super unfun. No game should be like that.
Kingdom Hearts was designed for children. It had a fucking Mickey Mouse in it, for fuck's sake.
You understand what I'm saying? Let's continue on here. The mix-up potential in the game is immense. Platinum Games director said this is one of his greatest masterpieces, along with Devil May Cry 3, and it shows if you take your time with it. When you play on harder difficulties or with scoring mode, you need to utilize all of the different plentiful tools to get ahead, and it shines. Good for them. Again, good for them to have that in there, but that's not the base game experience. It's just not. If that's what they wanted, they should have made that the base game experience. And they didn't. So that's a problem, and that should be criticized. Okay. Let's see here. Continuing on here, I got another tip from B-Boy Cyclone, $1.50 tip. I don't know how you keep playing Final Fantasy 16. As a Final Fantasy enthusiast myself, I got bored playing the game. I doze off every 5 to 10 minutes after playing it. For example, Like a Dragon Ishin is a great game and a much better RPG experience. I think that the Final Fantasy 16 ditched the RPG elements has really put a sour taste in my mouth. It's now a button masher. I know he's looking forward to gameplay as always. See, it's weird.
It feels like Phil tipped himself to fucking get that fucking point now. See, this person agrees with everything I just fucking said. That tweet, that tip, sorry, sounds like something Phil would say.
It seems like there really is this division among gamers on the game, but it's weird because...
Money, yeah, yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money. Yeah, yeah. Money, money.
Thank you very much for Proper for a super chat. He says right now he's chastising Hanzo's opinion while stating to accept Phil's opinion while complaining about criticism. Yeah, Phil demands to get his opinion respected. He'll fucking shit all over your opinion, no? Your opinion's fucking dumb as hell because that's not fucking Phil's experience. So he's not going to respect your opinion, but he'll demand you respect his opinion. Or else you'll fucking just, be all fucking and all that shit. Also, I can't help but fucking think, is Phil like, pecking for tips here? It's like, he's like some kind of hen looking for birdseed here. Is this Phil like pecking for tips? Just trying to search through all the fucking dentheads, trying to get as many tips as possible for his day off. That's the impression I got from that fucking little dance anyway. But yeah, Phil is fucking, he's been really fucking going strong lately on demanding respect for his opinions. But no, everyone's got that. So everyone, me, you, Phil, fucking even deadheads like fucking Jade, they all have the right to an opinion. Anyone can fucking say what they wish to fucking say, so that is their choice. But we can choose ourselves to respect that opinion or critique that opinion and claim that opinion is full of shit. Phil Barnell here is fucking dismissing his own fans' opinion and saying it's fucking wrong, even though it's just an opinion from that fan, and so that's what I'm saying. Proper Spawn, yeah, it's ridiculous that he's fucking demanding respect for his fucking opinions. for his opinions. But he shits all over any other fucking opinions that are contrary to his own.
See, it's weird because it seems like there really is this division among gamers on the game. But it's weird because the fans won't say that. Like, for example, right now, if I say, man, it seems like there's a division on the game. No, there isn't. Well, yes, there is. We just heard it. I just told you my take on it. Someone just kind of backed me up and said, there's their take. We're not loving the game. That's all right. Listen, I like the plot. The plot's interesting. That's what's keeping me going. I want the plot to keep moving. I want to see what happens. I want to see some nice big icon fights further down the line. I think it'll be fun. And for me, it's kind of like you go to the movies in the summer and you know you're not going to see the most intellectual movie, but you know you're in for kind of a summer blockbuster wild ride. So you're in for that feeling. That's kind of my feeling with Final Fantasy 16 right now. Like, I know the plot's going to get interesting. I know there's going to be big boss fights coming up. That'll be kind of fun to watch and play. So I'm okay with the fact that it's the most simplistic Final Fantasy that I've ever played, you know, as long as I get those good fun parts. But then people are like, oh no, that's unfair criticism, undue criticism. The game's great game of the year. What? But I literally told you what I think is a shortcoming of the game. I justified it. I backed it up with facts. Oh, no, those aren't true. Everyone says it's the best Final Fantasy ever. Didn't you see the streamer yesterday who had 3,000 people on stream and everyone says the game's great? What the fuck do I care about them? I'm telling you, my game experience is that it's not that good. But it doesn't matter because everyone says it's good. What world do you live in? Hello? Hi. I'm Phil Burnell. I'm telling you, I don't think Final Fantasy 16 is that good of a game.
But other people are telling you they think it is a good fucking game, and they gave you their reasons. They gave you their own personal opinions and feelings with the fucking game that they fucking played themselves, and they're sharing their thoughts and feelings with you, and you're saying that's wrong.
It has strengths, but it has a lot of weaknesses. It's not Game of the Year potential, and it's not that good of a game. I literally just told you I played Final Fantasy VII Remake. I played Final Fantasy V Pixel Remaster. I played Final Fantasy 15. Shit, the gameplay elements of Final Fantasy 13 I feel are better than the gameplay elements of Final Fantasy 16. It's not that good. I'm telling you this right. Oh no, what are you talking about? Everyone loves it. If that's like seriously, that's your mentality, I can't help you. If you just sit around and say it's good no matter what, because you personally feel it's good and you can't see outside of your own tunnel vision of the people who you stick with who say the game is great, I can't help you. I'm being honest with you. It's not a bad game. I'm in for the ride with you guys. I want to have a good summertime ride through Final Fantasy 16 and see, you know, what happens in the plot. I'm down for that. But I'm telling you, the combat's not good. It has potential to be good, but doesn't need to be. You could just mash your way through it. It's bullshit. It's not that good at all. Why would you tell me my opinion and my experiences? Why would you discredit my actual, factually backed up experience? Just because you want to feel like this game is so fucking put on a pedestal, right? Like, I just don't understand that. I don't understand it at all. It's really weird how people do this, man. It is. It's very odd. I don't know. Maybe just because I don't really fanboy out. Like right now, if someone said to me, okay, Phil, I don't like Street Fighter 6. And I said, well, why don't you like it? And they said, well, because Drive Impact is too abusable, and a lot of people just spam it online. As a newcomer to the franchise, I feel like it's way too overpowered. I mean, yes, I understand you can counter it, but it's just not fun to me to have to counter it all day long. And I think because of that, the game falls flat. I would say, I disagree with you, because when you get to a higher competitive level, you can read Drive Impact better, you can bait it, and it becomes not that much of a factor. At higher level, not everyone's just spamming it constantly. But I would respect your opinion and say, you know what? I get it, because I was there. When I first started playing the game during the beta, I thought Drive Impact was the devil. I was like, dude, this is going to ruin the game. Now that I'm actually playing it, I don't feel that's the case, but, you know, I get it. And everyone's going to have very different opinions of different levels and things. They are. And you have to respect those opinions. But to say that someone's opinion is wrong or invalid because you love something, well, they're not in love with it.
But Phil, you literally was fuck. You know, you shut over Hans' opinion and said they're wrong. Holy fucking shit, Phil! You're saying that anyone that disagrees with you. I mean, oh my fucking god! I can't deal with it. I can't deal. Hold on. Oh, is it? Dash sent me a video. Apparently, it's a very apt video. This might get. I don't know. YouTube might not be happy I play this during a stream, but fuck it. Well, I'll show you. Hang on 2 seconds. Hold on.
Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money.
First of all, thank you very much for Logan K for Super Chat. It says he's telling people they have tunnel vision as he is doubling and tripling down on his own tunnel vision take. Projection much. This is what I'm saying. It's driving me fucking doolally. It really fucking is. He is fucking going to his fucking mind, demanding that people fucking respect his opinions. And by that, he's like, anyone that has a contrary opinion, anyone that fucking tries to fucking disagree with Phil and give their own personal takes, their own personal opinions on why they fucking differ in Phil's opinion, they're fucking dismissed as probably being wrong. I was like, he is fucking saying that's not the experience I'm having. This is my experience, and you guys are going to fucking take my experience, and you guys better respect it, otherwise I'm going to shut all over you. But yeah, Dashi sent us an appropriate clip, 54 seconds long. George Carlin, rights and opinions.
Personally, when it comes to rights, I think one of two things is true. I think either we have unlimited rights or we have no rights at all. Personally, I lean toward unlimited rights. I feel, for instance, I have the right to do anything I please. But If I do something you don't like, I think you have the right to kill me. So where are you going to find a fairer fucking deal than that? So the next time some asshole says, gee, I have a right to my opinion, you say, oh yeah? Well, I have a right to my opinion, and my opinion is you have no right to your opinion. Then shoot the fuck and walk away. Thank you.
Well, that was an interesting way to end the show. not our show, but I'll take the end of George Carlin's show from there. The hates and opinions. Christ already. So there you go. This is quite a fitting clip, I would say. Quite fitting to have that been played while Phil Burnell is ranting and raving about fucking demanding respect for his fucking opinions. Jesus Christ.
And you have to respect those opinions. But to say that someone's opinion is wrong or invalid because you love something, well, they're not in love with it. I just don't understand that. People want to share with you their takes on something, and it may not be the most overly positive, or it could be overly positive. And as long as we all have an open mind, and we have a valid, an intelligent discussion, and we're able to hear from different people's perspectives, right? Then we should be able to get a big picture idea of what something is. But if you just want to stay in your lane and your tunnel vision, and you don't listen to anyone else, you're never going to get a bigger worldview of anything. All you'll ever get, and by the way, that's how I used to be when it came to Street Fighter. No exaggeration. Okay? When I used to play competitive Street Fighter, that was my tunnel. That's where I lived.
Oh god, Street Fighter talk. I'm going back to 2 times speed.
In the world of competitive Street Fighter. And if you told me competitive Street Fighter wasn't that good, and that Halo was better, or Call of Duty was better, or an RTS game, or a MOBA was better, I would laugh at you and say, haha, you ignorant idiot, Street Fighter is the best competitive game ever, and you don't know what you're talking about, so live in your world of irrelevance and ignorance. Now, I can look at the big picture as a game.
Oh, hold on. He said idiot, and also we're in siege mode here. Idiot. Siege mode. Bingo. There we go.
Shoulder and say, you know what, all of those games have competitive relevance. They're all good in their own ways, but they're all very different. It's kind of an apples to oranges comparison to really compare, I don't know, League of Legends with Street Fighter 6. How are you going to compare it to? You can't. It's so different, right? But at the same time, I can kind of look at the big picture and understand that, right? I understand people have different perspectives, different things. I'm not going to discredit everything outside of people who are just agreeing with me, right? So if you love Final Fantasy 16 and you're playing it and you're loving all its nuances, you think it has a really complex combat engine and you're loving it because it has things from Devil May Cry games, good for you. The point I'm making is literally none of that is needed to play the game. It's nice, it's in there, but why isn't it necessary? If this is the case, and that's what they wanted people to experience, make it that's what the game is. You need to learn the nuances of this combat engine to succeed. And what happens is a lot of people complain the game's harder. Well, guess what? You made the game action focused, so that's your fault. If you wanted to make an action focused Final Fantasy, then either go all in or don't. It shouldn't be a button mash fest, right? So make it more difficult then. Seriously, don't make it so easy on default. Make it so that it's harder and you have to learn the nuances of the combat engine. Devil May Cry is not an easy franchise by any means. You need to learn the nuances of the combat. You need to be switching between stances and weapons and styles to do big elaborate combos and things, right? And yes, it is true. You could probably like bash your head against the wall and beat Devil May Cry playing it very simplistically, but it's going to be way harder of an experience. The point I'm making here is literally this is the easy ass experience. Now that I'm 20 hours in, most of the time when I'm doing attacks, I can't even see anything else. All I see is a big tornado on the screen or flames engulfing everything. I can't even see what's happening. So how can you defend that? Oh, but if I play it like Devil May Cry, the game's not fucking Devil May Cry. It's called Final Fantasy 16. Get Devil May Cry out of your head. I don't care that the Devil May Cry creator made the game. It's not Devil May Cry.
And Street Fighter 6 is not Super Turbo 2. It is not Street Fighter 2 Super Turbo anymore, Phil, right? Street Fighter 6 is its own fucking brand new game. It's been fucking 2 decades or something since fucking Street Fighter 2 Super Turbo. So stop fucking pretending like it's fucking relevant when you're playing Street Fighter fucking 6.
Just because you choose to play it like Devil May Cry doesn't mean that's the game. It's Final Fantasy 16. It's supposed to be played in the method that was laid out in the standard difficulty, and it's too fucking easy. That's my opinion. You're not changing it because you can play it in a nuanced way like Devil May Cry and it's some masterpiece. Sorry, my opinion is valid. Just like yours is. It's fine. Everyone can have a difference of opinion. But stop discrediting other people just because you have a different experience. You're wrong. You shouldn't do that. It's a very closed-minded attitude. All right, let's continue on. I received a $6.72 tip from Dan the Man, who says, hey, Phil, what's going on, Dan the Man? How are you today? I don't know why you did a $6.72 tip, but I appreciate your contribution. Thank you very much for that, Dan the Man. It's good to have you here on stream today. That'll get us up to $40 in tips and climbing. Thank you so very much. And then I received a $1.30 tip. Someone's complaining that I'm playing too much Street Fighter and not enough Final Fantasy 16. Okay. That's your opinion, and I'll respect it. I'll counter by saying I am absolutely not doing the same thing as Street Fighter every stream. For example, last night was World Tour, which is a completely separate mode. Today we're doing ranked multiplayer, which is the main feature of the game. Tonight we're doing the first ever viewer lobby, which is going to see casual play, a variety of characters, me versus the viewers, something that the viewers have wanted for ages, right? So, yes, I'm playing 3 consecutive streams of Street Fighter 6, literally everyone being something different in Street Fighter 6. If anything, that's a testament to the fact that Street Fighter 6 has that amount of variety of content. It's not a one-trick pony game. That's a good thing, okay? Now, this person is saying I should play more Final Fantasy 16. No, I'll play as much as I want when I want. I'm going to be playing at least 2 major streams next week. I don't have to constantly be playing Final Fantasy 16. I don't. I really don't. I can play it at my own pace and enjoy it at my own pace. I think that 2 streams a week is a good amount. If we happen to squeeze in 3, so be it. But right now, Final Fantasy 16 is good, but not great. I am enjoying playing it as much as I can, but I don't want to just play it constantly as the main featured game and then fall out of practice of Street Fighter 6. I need to play Street Fighter 6 a ton to stay, up on it. So, it is what it is. Okay. Am I worried I'll lose my status as a variety streamer? No.
Oh, hang on. I feel that's dead air. So let me check it's dead air, okay?
Okay.
Give me a second here. I'm going normal speed purely to just count how long this dead air was. It wasn't 2 times speed there. 4, 5, 6.
Am I worried I'll lose?
Yeah, that is dead air. That's like fucking 7 seconds of just Phil just sitting there doing nothing. We are 3 away from a full house. And I'm going back to 2 times speed because fuck this little piggy. He bores me tremendously. We actually seem to... We're 22 minutes behind live DSP, okay? He starts gameplay. Well, he's not started gameplay yet. He's not long finished a podcast. His podcast runs to normal time, put it that way. So, yeah. We're 3 away, and we are 20 odd minutes away, essentially, from Phil beginning gameplay, I feel. 25 minutes away, or something like that. Fingers crossed we can get the last 3 done and said.
Lose my status as a variety streamer? No. No, I'm not going to lose my status as a variety streamer. It's ridiculous. You want to know who'll say that? Idiots who are bored and want to make drama around my content. That's who's saying nonsense like that. No one else is. No one cares. Every day I do a podcast. Has nothing to do with Street Fighter. Every day is a daily rap. Every day we have chill streams and stuff that's not Street Fighter, right? I mean, there's content every day that's not Street Fighter. So what are you talking about exactly? Whining. For whining's sake to say I'm doing something wrong. I'm used to it. No matter what I do, I'm doing something wrong, so I don't care. I don't, one point it becomes white noise from these idiots. Alright guys, any other last minute questions or anything you would like to apply before we go on break here? Mem, so I want to clarify, Final Fantasy 16 does not have a difficulty slider. Higher difficulties unlock after you beat it if you want to replay the whole game. Oh really? See, I didn't even know that. So there was no way for me to even make it tougher if I wanted to. So let me get this straight. People are complaining about my playthrough, say I didn't play it on hard when you can't even play it on hard. Seriously, that's the truth? If that's the case, now you're
hey, this fucking conversation seems familiar.
really gonna get me going. I didn't even know that. You see what I mean about complaining for complaining's sake? You're actually telling me that my playthrough...
Oh, bitch, you don't fucking... You didn't fucking say that. Phil is having to go at other people for complaining's sake? Does he not fucking understand what his fucking content is on a daily fucking basis? No, I need otters. I need fucking otters, man. Phil fucking bitching and whining about complaining for complaining's sake. Yeah, they're all being lazy bastards right now. These 3 are fucking having a nap together in the fucking corner, and this guy seems to have fucking said something to piss everyone off. He's just doing his own fucking thing in the middle of the goddamn water. These 3 are fucking curried. These are kind of cozying together in the corner. Is he trying to like drift over slowly here? Is he trying to fucking infiltrate the group here? He's getting a wee bit closer it seems, or is it just fucking going in circles here? I like how otters like naturally kind of do this, like, we kind of huddle up together and that shit, you know, and hold each other's hands and that shit when they fucking kip or whatever. But this one seems to like, you know what, I'm not going to conform, I'm going to be different. I'm going to float about in the fucking middle all by my fucking lonesome because I'm a fucking badass, whatever. I don't know. Or maybe the guy's just a smelly bastard or something, who fucking knows. But yeah, the otters are fucking enjoying some relaxing kip, I guess. Right, I've calmed down enough now. I've calmed down enough, I can go back to bingo.
Isn't that good? Because the combat's too easy and I should play it on hard. But you can't play it on hard till you beat the game? So what the fuck are you complaining about? Yikes. Good afternoon, Airhead. It is afternoon for me now, 12:15. We're doing well, CJ. Thanks for asking. Well, we're doing a Yakuza tier maker. Oh, wow. A tier maker on the Yakuza games. That would be interesting. That would be really interesting. The thing is, I didn't play the early ones, like 1 and 2. I played 0. I played 4, 5, 6, 7. And I played Ishin. I played Dead Souls. I'm going to play Gaiden later this year. And I guess you can argue that Lost Judgment kind of falls in. I guess one day we could do a tier maker of Yakuza. That would be kind of neat, I think. Yeah, I think I'd have to remember. I have to go back and research the games to remember them. Here's the fun part. Someone factually correct just said, well, any good streamer can play a bad game but make it entertaining for the audience. So you mean like when I play Final Fantasy 16 it's getting kind of boring, so I kind of start cracking jokes and making fun, and then everyone complains. Oh, why are you doing this? You're not taking it seriously enough. Why? No.
Because you're not a good streamer, Phil. You're not entertaining to your audience, Phil. Holy fucking shit. Yes, good content creators can fucking take shitty basic games and make it a fun experience. Phil, why did you assume you're a good content creator? Why did you assume that you're an entertaining content creator? Phil's like, I'm being entertaining, but my audience is complaining. That tells me you're not being that entertaining then. I need to hear that one more time.
Here's the fun part. Someone factually correct just said, well, any good streamer can play a bad game but make it entertaining for the audience. So you mean like when I play Final Fantasy 16 it's getting kind of boring, so I kind of start cracking jokes and making fun, and then everyone complains. Oh, why are you doing this? You're not taking it seriously enough. Why? No. You're absolutely right. A good streamer can entertain their audience, but I'm not allowed to because anything I do is categorized as incorrect by my idiotic hater.
Phil, no, Phil, you're not entertaining. Okay, let me rephrase this. Phil is funny to laugh at, but not in the way he wants to be laughed at. Like, we like to mock Phil on a daily fucking basis, but it's not because Phil is trying to be entertaining in that way. We laugh at him for his own fuck-ups, for his own stupidity, for his own, you know, for sheer toxicity, for just the sheer general failings in fucking life. He is very fun to laugh at, but he wants people to laugh with him instead. That is not going to usually happen, because he is just not that funny a person, at least not in that way. It's like, did you ever see Good Morning Vietnam? That fucking movie, Robin Williams, brilliant movie. Robin Williams Forrest Whitaker, fantastic fucking movie. I watched it again the other night. Brilliant fucking movie. But it's like a fucking, weird guy that thinks he's funny, and he's getting replaces Robin Williams, where he's like suspended, and he's trying to fucking make jokes, you know what I mean? He thinks he's funny. He's like, I know in my heart I'm funny. But he's not. He's fucking terrible, but he's fucking determined to try and make people believe he's fucking funny. And it's like, nah, it's like, this is not good. Like, Lieutenant Steve, that was it, Lieutenant Steve, the fucking mean dork, he's fucking funny. He fucking made up a French accent, he's fucking funny, that. But yeah, Phil reminds me of fucking Lieutenant Steve, put it that way, who's determined to fucking make everyone believe he's a funny guy.
Your base. They hate watchers. Say no matter what I do, it's bad. So I don't give a fuck. I will play Final Fantasy 16 and enjoy it however I want. If I want to make fun of it, I will. Because guess what? Back in the day, I could crack as many jokes as I fucking wanted, and everyone was fine with it. Today, no matter what I do, it's wrong. So fuck those people. I don't give a fuck about them. I'll enjoy the game at my own pacing. I'll enjoy the game how I want to play it. If you don't want to be along for the ride, that's perfectly fine. But hey, if you want to join me for a fun summertime blockbuster kind of ride, and you're not taking it too seriously, come to the Final Fantasy 16 streams. You'll get that out of it. You will.
But it's kind of funny, considering that apparently everything that the detractors say and all the haters say is all white noise. Apparently, if we're all fucking white noise, Phil seems to pay a whole lot of attention to the white noise on a daily fucking basis. I thought it was all white noise, Phil. You didn't pay attention to it, you fucking ignored and didn't fucking take in, and yet you seem to fucking know exactly what the fucking trolls and detractors and haters are all fucking saying on a regular daily fucking basis. How about you just fucking take your own goddamn advice for once, Phil, and ignore what the detractors and haters all say about you, and just fucking focus on your own audience, focus on your own game. On a daily fucking basis, you remind everyone that you don't care what haters have to say, and yet you seem to fucking know exactly what they're fucking saying on a daily fucking basis.
Just stop listening to idiots constantly whining and complaining about every little thing that happens on a stream, and maybe you'll have a good time. Stop listening to the nitpicky idiots who just want to say everything I do is wrong. Yeah. Because the thing is, these other big streamers don't do much different from me, but they're not hated on with a big mentality of memeable bullshit like I am. Everyone has to meme that feels sucks. Well, fuck you. Actually watch it fairly, objectively, and tell me how bad my streams really are. You can't, because all you do is just sit there and you nitpick, and you judge me differently than everyone else. So
that's a very fair point, Phil Burnell. It's a very fair point indeed. That is why I made a tweet earlier on, before the stream went live. I made a fucking tweet saying I think it'd be funny if reactors reacted to they calling, Phil trying to do react content. And judge Phil's skills in reacting, particularly as he believes his type of react style to be superior to the more prominent folk. Would Sir Moist critical fancy enduring such a thing? There's me giving Phil an opportunity to get a fair crack at it here. This is a fair tweet in my opinion. I'm not being disrespectful here, I'm not being mean or condescending, I just think it'd be funny if actual genuine content, reactors like fucking Moist, I know there's tons of others, but I couldn't really tag anyone else because they're out of space. But Phil said this in June about his style of fucking react content compared to other people.
So, I do still feel that there are content creators out there that make bottom of the barrel content when it comes to this. What they do, sadly, is they put in the minimum effort and they basically just talk over other people's stuff. And that's not what I'm about at all. All right? I want to have meaningful content and I want to, excuse me, put out stuff that people enjoy that's not just fluff. So I hope you understand that's why it's a little different. A lot of people complain, you pause too much, you add too much. Well, that's me. That's my style of reacting. If you don't like it, hey, I can only be me and do stuff my way. You know what I'm saying? So I hope you guys understand that.
So yeah, that's what I fucking had to say about, apparently his style of fucking react content is superior to other people because his is more meaningful and not shit, and because he fucking talks a whole lot and pauses a whole fucking lot. So imagine if somebody actually did try and fucking react to Phil and take that try and, evaluate and judge their own brand and method of fucking reacting. You fucking random people like SQC and fucking Moist and fucking all these other people like fucking Asmon Gold as well could fucking do it, who fucking knows. But yeah, imagine all these fuckers just actually fucking watching Phil try and do some react shit and then fucking realising that Phil is garbage at it and then fucking just roasting him for being that fucking bad at it. Imagine they fucking check out a DSP versus internet and they fucking go, why is he skipping so many fucking videos? I was like, so these members paid money to give these fucking videos to Phil to react to and he's skipping most of them? Like, why? And there's things like, why? And why do they fucking fast forward through the fucking interesting part of the video to get to a boring part? Maybe a fucking food videos. He seems to fucking hate fucking watching how food's made, but he wants to get to the end to see the end product. Like, it can't be asked to fucking watch the effort it goes into making the fucking food. He's like, no. Let's skip through the fucking part where I'm trying to fucking put all the hard work and craft into making this amazing fucking food. Let's just get to the end and see how fucking good it looks and see them fucking eat it as well. Fucking skip like fucking 3/4 of the fucking video just to get to the fucking end of the fucking food video to see what it's like. Jesus Christ, man. But yeah. Who knows if that'll fucking happen? Who knows if any fucking actual React content creators will pay attention to Phil's React content and judge and evaluate it for themselves for their own content? I think it'd be kind of funny if that happens, but who knows?
What the fuck about what those idiots say? It's time to shut up about it. I don't care about them. Freaky Professor did a super chat. I changed my audio during the podcast and ads played. What does that mean? You changed your audio? Like, your volume level? I mean, sadly, I have no control over anything like that. I don't know why YouTube would trigger a bunch of ads on a stream. Personally, I have it set up to have the least amount of ads possible on any stream. So, you know, YouTube has all these abilities like auto mid-rolls and stuff. I have them all disabled. So if you ever see an ad, like any ad you see on a stream, I didn't activate it. If I tell you when I'm going to do that. Like, for example, if I say, oh, we're going to go on a free break to use the restroom, and guys, please forgive me, I'm going to run some ads here because I'm not here, I might as well do it. I'll tell you when I'm going to do it. It doesn't just happen, I wouldn't just do it. If anything you see like that's on YouTube, I don't know, you know, what they're doing, if they're instituting any changes or whatever, you know. My apologies, you shouldn't be in the middle of watching a live stream and have an ad in your face. I think that's intrusive and annoying. I wouldn't do that. So sorry to hear that happened. Hopefully it doesn't continue. Well, happy early Independence Day to you, Juan. Okay. Oh my god. Anso Kamaro, you really need to start maybe more concise. I'm not even kidding you. Anso Kamaro took the dollar. Are you ready for this? Okay. From Anso Kamaro, I 100% agree with you. Normal difficulty is far too easy. You don't use every skill to win, but my point is the combat is fantastic at its core. Using your as an example from earlier, imagine the person just came back at you and called you a blind fanboy, said the game is a match.
Shut the fuck up for a second. You don't fucking complain when Game Clicker's not fucking concise and fucking has like 20 fucking paragraphs about your shitey fucking Street Fighter 6 fucking characters you're fucking playing as. Holy fucking shit, Phil. You don't fucking bitch and whine and one fucking Game Clicker taking fucking 20 minutes to fucking get through one fucking tip. So why the fuck's it? But is that a problem for fucking Anso Camaro? Because he dared to fucking make the most of his fucking $1 tip or some push to fucking tell you something. And he made the most of the fucking space available to him to fucking blather away and fucking tell you all the things he wanted to fucking tell you. I'm going to rewind this again so you guys can hear the entirety of Phil speedrunning this fucking contribution.
You really need to start maybe more concise. I'm not even kidding you. Anso Kamaro took the dollar. Are you ready for this? Okay. From Anso Kamaro, I 100% agree with you. Normal difficulty is far too easy. You don't use every skill to win, but my point is the combat is fantastic at its core. Using your as an example from earlier, imagine the person just came back at you and called you a blind fanboy, said the game is a match fest, and all you need is one combo to win. It's the worst Street Fighter ever, and 5 is even better than that. You think anyone trying to have a discussion with you is on an attack? Nobody's trying to hate on you. People are saying you cannot call battle system battle, all has elements of battle system good. You can say this on your tape, you cannot say that anyone who's complex fanboy is a fanboy. Literally didn't say any of that. Again, this is from your perspective of your tunnel vision. I'm serious. Like, I'm not. You have the right to say a game is one thing. You do. What I'm saying is when I tell you something.
People actually want to slow that down. Fine.
Anso Kamaro, you really need to start maybe more concise. I'm not even kidding you. Anso Kamaro took the dollar. Are you ready for this? Okay.
I am going to go. We'll go 0.5. 0.5 speed, okay?
From Anso Kamaro, I 100% agree with you. Normal difficulty is far too easy and you don't need to use every skill to win, but my point is the combat is fantastic at its core. Using your Street Fighter 6 example from earlier, imagine the person just came back at you and called you a blind fanboy and said that the game is a match fest and all you need is one combo to win. It's the worst Street Fighter ever, and 5 is even better than that, and you'd think anyone trying to have a discussion with you is on an attack. Nobody's trying to hate on you. People are saying that you cannot call a battle system bad when all has elements that make a battle system good. You can say that it's on your taste, but you cannot say that anyone who needs complex fanboy skills is feeling fanboy.
Literally didn't say any of that. Again, this is from your perspective of your tunnel vision. I'm serious. Like, I'm not. You have the right to say a game is one thing. You do. What I'm saying is when I tell you something else and then you say, oh no, you're wrong, it's this. That's completely stupid. Everyone has a right to say something about a game and have someone, you know, respect their opinion. I respect your opinion that you're saying if you play Final Fantasy 16 in a certain way, it plays like Devil May Cry and it's more fun. Fair enough. What I'm saying is you don't have to play it that way. It's too easy to play. And the only person who would write out my opinion is someone who has this tunnel vision fanboy mentality and won't listen to reason, right? We can all enjoy games. We just had this discussion with Zelda. I can streamline my playthrough and play for 50 hours. You can spend 100 hours in Zelda. We can have different experiences but still agree to disagree and still enjoy the game. So what's the argument here exactly? Besides the fact that I keep getting told that my opinion's invalid. Every time I play Final Fantasy 16, I'm playing it badly and my playthrough's boring. I didn't make the fucking game. I'm just playing it at face value like I do with every game I've ever played. I literally just had someone in the chat say, save all your criticisms until you beat the game. Are you mad? You want me to keep my mouth shut and sugarcoat every playthrough and say everything's hunky-dory until the credits fucking roll, then drop a criticism bomb on you? I swear to God, people have problems today. They do. What is going on? Do you not want anyone in life to be honest with you? Do you want everything to be rainbows and unicorns and everyone to save the truth from you? Is that what it is? You want to live a nice sheltered life where everything's perfect and great? Like, what planet do you fucking live on? How did we go from 10 to 15 years ago where I could literally make fun and lampoon a game every moment I played it and it was funny and great and everyone thought that was great YouTube gaming gameplay? And now today, I say one criticism about a game and I'm told, save that for the credits, you're ruining the game. Oh my God. Here's what you need to do. I mean it too. Retreat to your safe space. Get off public streams. If this is your problem, retreat to your big streamer safe space where everyone just kisses every game's ass, all right? Go there and leave the rest of the human populace alone. We can actually deal with mature themes like criticism or commentary. We can joke about a game and understand that just because someone's joking about it doesn't mean that they hate the game. What is this insanely immature black and white mentality that either sucks or it's great? It's not life. Get the fuck off my stream if this is what you're dealing with. Seriously, what? Your brain has not matured past a fifth grade level. If this is how you're thinking, like, what is going on here?
What a disrespectful
Holy shit.
fucking tone to his audience.
In his Calix, the super chat says, opinions on Mega Man X series. Mega Man X started great. By the end of the series, it got really annoying and tedious as it hit the PS console. Like, I like the SNES ones, but some of them are quite challenging at the end. But man, once they started getting to the PS versions, I didn't really like them anymore. I did a marathon of them many years ago, and I basically felt like the first 3 were fun, and after that, I started to really hate them. If I remember correctly, which was the one that I never beat. Like, I couldn't even beat it. It was made so annoyingly. I couldn't even beat the fucking game. It was driving me nuts. I can't remember which one it was. It's been so long since I did those old Mega Man marathons and things. And of course, what's hilarious is I wasn't talking to Anso Kamaru. I was talking to the person who said the nonsense in chat and said, wait till the credits to criticize a game. Yeah, everyone is now yelling at Anso Kamaru saying that I told them to leave the stream. I didn't even do that. I was talking to the other person, but you people are being fucking stupid and trying to cause drama like usual. You amateur idiots. So, good for you. Okay, I'd like to end the pre-stream only because I do want to take a break to use the restroom and I want to jump into Street Fighter 6 and get gameplay in. So, let's end the show, shall we, everyone? Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed the podcast and my usual ranting nature. And, that's the end of the streaming week. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm glad that we finally wrapped up 2 of these, ongoing playthroughs. We'll have some variety with Amnesia and other game modes in Street Fighter 6 starting next week. That's great. And I hope that you enjoyed today's show. But I will say this: leave comments, like the show if you enjoy it. I need your engagement. This is something that I've forgotten to mention in recent, months. And this channel has fallen in engagement. I need more. So if you like the content, it's a really easy way to support the channel. Let me know what you think about the podcast. Thanks for watching. I'll see you when I come back on Friday. Peace out. Okay. So let's get settled, guys, but I do need to take a break to use the restroom, so yes, I am actually going to monetize you with some ads. I know many of you are very upset, because you said the ads are the devil, and I actually agree with you. I think that Satan, in some way, might have actually created advertising. Maybe it was his idea. Not sure, but it really is annoying. But, truth is, I make a few bucks on it, I'm not going to be here anyway, I might as well do it. I would recommend you also follow suit, use the restroom, maybe grab a drink or a snack, do what you need to do, and I'll be back in a few, as we jump back into Lily in Street Fighter 6 rank. Thanks, and I'll see you all in a few minutes.
He actually ended the fucking stream like 5 minutes early. Interesting. Let's fast forward. Fast forward some more. Fast forward some more. And some more. And he came back. So he's away for like 10 minutes. Almost 10 minutes he's away for, okay. What the fuck? What the fuck? Yeah, I'm still on 2 times speed.
Okay, guys, I'm back. Whew, I feel a lot better. Man, I'm glad I did that before I started. That would have been pretty bad, actually, I feel. I hadn't. Alright, let us begin. I do want to jump into training mode briefly with Lily before we go to the rank again. I just want to try 1 or 2 techniques. Maybe I'll try that technique that Game Tracker had just explained to us about the juggle with medium punch. And I want to try this. I've got to learn what this dash cancel combo is that the top players were using. I don't know what there's 2 normals that need to be used in it. I wasn't familiar with the animation, so I just want to do it quick to figure it out, and then we can jump right online and see how we do. I think we're still in 2-star platinum with Lily, but being that I was winning a lot, I get the feeling we probably could hit 3-star fast if we get a few wins. I guess we'll see. Good afternoon, many men. Jade says, "Sup, I'm ready to fight in Street Fighter. Cool to see you." I hope, Jade, I want to make this perfectly clear. I hope you can make it into the lobby tonight. Get the feeling there's going to be a lot of competition tonight. This is the first time that I'm doing this in Street Fighter 6. A lot of people have expressed their opinions. They want to play me in Street Fighter 6, or at least do a fan lobby like I'm doing. I hope I can get a lot of people in. I think people in the lobby can be 16 people, so that's good. But I doubt that everyone who wants to play tonight will get in. But I'm hoping that some people will, be wanting to get in. And don't worry, if it goes well tonight, I will do these more than just once. So we'll see how it goes tonight. My day's been good so far, Mem. Thanks for asking. Remember, everyone, it's great to be playing this as much as I have. I really enjoyed it. If you like my Street Fighter coverage, please support the Street Fighter stream if you can, and thank you in advance to those who have. American Manga Undertaker says, "Time to play with Jade. Fight him first, please." Again, I don't think I can control that. I set up the lobby, I put the password on it, and then it's up to people to go and figure out how to enter it. I don't know how it works. I don't control that. It's kind of an open thing. So, here we go. We only have the 2 standard Lily colors, but I do have the alternate outfit. Oh, this color. That's pretty nice. The orange and blue. We'll go orange and blue. All right. No, Canadian Kirk. I literally haven't gone to Amazon to look at anything for Amazon Prime Days. Today's the last day. I haven't even had a chance to look. So, it's just life, man. All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Street Fighter 6. And
oh shit, he's recording. I didn't think Phil would start recording for fucking training mode, but there you fucking go. Yeah, Phil's now recording for YouTube, so that's going to be the end of fucking bingo. I didn't expect the fucking game to be over that fucking quickly. But, yeah, well, there it is. Phil is recording straight away fucking training mode. Sadly, we were 3 away from a full house. Don't understand why Phil didn't say business. Or that being said, he might have banned somebody at some point, but we could not determine it. We're on the fence. We've seen Phil stare at his fucking chat. There was a message or 2 that vanished, but we don't know if that was Phil timing someone out or banning them. I mean, usually Phil is quite clear. When Phil gets rid of somebody, he does like to fucking say what he's doing. Phil's a kind of person where he fucking likes to fucking have a go and insult somebody because he knows that they can't fucking say anything back because he got rid of him. So, I don't know. Either way, even if a TikTok's leaning ban now, it wouldn't change anything. We're still 2 away, for example, you know what I mean? So even if Phil did lean and ban somebody, it doesn't change the fact that we didn't get a full house. We were very close to it, but sadly it was not to fucking be. So yeah, there you go. So, I'm going to end things with an auto count. We can get to enjoy autos for the end of the show. They're still sleeping over there in the corner. This one's still on his own lonesome here. Actually, let me update it. Let me go live. Oh, this one again. Fantastic. I wasn't live. There you go. This one's still being a lazy bastard. If I just fucking fed up with people fucking knocking into him when he's trying to fucking sleep, so he's just sleeping on the fucking rock. There you fucking go. But yeah. Look at this one. He's gonna just fucking disturb him. I was like, hey, what you doing? Look, this is what happens when you sleep in front of the fucking ice pal. He's sleeping in front of the ice. He's in the way of them trying to get to the fucking ice. So of course his fucking nerves going to get fucking disturbed because he's sleeping right fucking there. Not very smart to fucking stay there. It's a good shout, and D-Dog, we can raid WPIG. That's right, yeah, fucking hooray. Guys, WPIG are starting their stream very, very soon. So this stream will live redirect you to their stream when it ends. And I'm going to end right fucking now, pretty much, okay? So, guys, thank you very much for being here. I'm going to end things, so I'll also end things by playing Notorious P contributions made by the excellently talented Pixar Animations. So yeah, and remember, the stream will live redirect, let me try and say it again without fucking screwing up my lines. The stream will live redirect people to WPIG, where Wamble, Bamble, McGee, and all that shit. Well, fucking go through some. I can't mind exactly what I'm covering tonight, but I do know they're going live in like 4 minutes' time. So, guys, I'll be back on Friday for some more robust bingo antics, but I hope you all enjoyed yourselves all the same. Hope you enjoy the rest of your Wednesday, and I hope you enjoy your Thursday as well. And yeah, I'll catch y'all later. Remember to check out as well, that being said, tomorrow live of Darks of the Phil, and It's a Gundam. That's got a big show. They're going to be talking about the fucking It's a Guy figure, that charity, the figure. I don't even know the latest figure in it, but make sure you check out That Being Said tomorrow as well to see what the latest is in that and get the thoughts on them as well. No, it should be a great show anyway. But I'll see you guys again on Friday. Until then, have a good one, and I'll catch you all later. Peace out.
On September 14th, a pre-authorized payment of $16.51 from PayPal.
All right, Luna Mills has tipped me $1.30. It says, "I'm back. What's your favorite type of shower?" When you're showered in money. When you go outside and all of a sudden greenbacks start falling from the sky and you raise your face up, you're like, oh, you start dancing, you go, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. All right, I don't know what the hell you're talking about, but thank you for the first tip of the day. Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, 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 yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. These contributions are mandatory. Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, 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 yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. These contributions are mandatory. Show me the money. Free. Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, 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 yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. These contributions are mandatory. And it's gone, just gone like that, in an instant.